I'm holding. They left me alone, I was watching them ballin'. Know if I spot them, I feel like I got them. Athletes, I've been winning, been losing. Mind on my business, I stay on they neck like a chiropractor. Bitch, I know what I'm doing. If it's money, bitch, I get to pursuing. Talking, why the fuck is they suing? Have emotion, yeah, I feel like I'm moving. They painted pictures, but they shit think I'm ruined. On a mission, ain't nobody gon' stop them. Lion King like a Kuna Matata. In my way, I gotta get them a platter. I'ma get the chips like America Strata. Bitch, I gotta, cause I feel like a lotta. Weekdays set you up for ciabatta. Never scared, but I gotta get bread. I feel like track the way I run up a dollar. I got the muscle, it's all in my hustle. You get a reaction, bitch, you gon' be famous. Look at this, watch you gon' run out your time. My clarity diamond, your shit probably stainless. They be a joke if they really want smoke. I get dead on they thought they just trying to get famous. Fuck it with me, they get nameless. Bitch, I'ma kill them, this shit probably painless. Say I'm running blind, no crime. Head up, I ain't lying. I swear I'm trying, I'm falling down. Head up, I pray. New day, get the devil out my way. I swear I feel like I'm falling down. Feel like I'm falling down. Feel like I'm falling down.
Pardon the interruption, PTI. None of y'all can't see TI. Y'all put fake like CGI. Don't make me laugh. Hee ha ha. Illicits in my Impala drop. Authentic like a follow documentary. Them ass whoopings is a la carte. Players last resort. But you can get it if you asking for it. But now they start shit you retort, they take your ad to court. Excuse me, your honor, in the streets wouldn't be no honor.
And now our tail of the tape for this heavyweight fight. All right, now for the particulars inside the octagon of Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC heavyweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, the People's Champ, Tito Ortiz. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, Derek the Black Beast Lewis.
You ready to fight? You ready? Good.
All right, so we get another look at Tito Ortiz here, and it's going to be interesting to see how he approaches this fight stylistically. A lot of advantages, at least on paper, for a prime Tito Ortiz coming in. Well, don't want to read too much into this singular moment, but a nice job by the boxer to defend the first takedown attempt by the wrestler.
This might be the biggest shot of the entire night. He landed a massive hook to put his opponent on wobbly legs. Oh, big elbow.
Well, watch for him to set up that hook again here. Oh, there it is. Can't say we didn't see it coming. Still a very effective weapon. Gets to the single collar tie now. And now some separation. Just over 3 minutes to go, round 1. Tito gets the single leg takedown. Well played. Making all these shots count.
There it is. Now he's on the mount.
Lands the ground and pound strike. These ground strikes really started to add up. There's another one. Oh, he's got it locked in.
He's got that arm triangle deep.
Oh, looks tight to me.
It's one.
He could choke it. He somehow gets out.
He just has to stay patient. It's so unfamiliar. If you panic, you're going to get submitted. He didn't panic.
Lewis gets up. He is back on the feet. Looked like he was in a submissive state on the ground, but he worked hard there to get back to the feet. Try to establish that jab. Well, really using his reach advantage there with that punch, DC. Again, shoots for a takedown. Not there once again. Single collar tie now. Tito gets absolutely tagged by that stiff jet.
Oh, nice double leg, yes.
All right, side control now. We'll see if he can advance position. Well, working pretty effectively from the top here. Nice ground and pound by Ortiz. Round 2 straight ahead.
Stop.
What a round it was for him, DC. And, of course, the seminal moment, that big knockdown that he will try to piggyback on here in this next round.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how he builds off of the momentum that he gets from that last round. How does he deal with the success that he had and not push too hard too early trying to find the finish? You have to let it come to you as the knockdown came to you in the previous round.
All right, so there's the end of the round. Few things in MMA more devastating than a head kick, and nearly produced a knockout for him there.
We talked to him earlier in the week, and he talked about chances to take the kicks high. He got a chance, he took it, he landed that kick, and almost got the fight finished. Let's see if he can go and do that again.
Huge shot, finds the target there.
Great shot lands. Now he's got to provide that follow-up attempt. The kill shot is what they call it, to go and end the fight. Great job finding his shots from the top position.
Lewis gets up. He is back on the feet here.
Great block.
Stun, jump driving out there. We'll see if he can recover. Tito's going for a choke. Oh, that one looks really tight, DC.
He needs to better move. Yeah, he's got to move, John. He's got to shrimp and try to either get up or pull his opponent back into him so he doesn't have the posture to land that big damage. Great shot from the top position.
And there it is, another strike. Gets through on the ground. All right, north-south position now. We'll see who transitions first. So we hit the 3-minute mark here in the second round. All right, so some definite damage underneath the elbow now on the side of his opponent. A lot of strikes to the body starting to add up.
Yeah, a lot of strikes to the body and mixing up the attack, not being one-dimensional, not headhunting inside the octagon. I think he has fought beautifully right now, and it's starting to show itself.
All right, looks like he's got a couple hooks in here, DC, and defensively, you better be careful. This is some exhausting work, man.
I mean, it is so tiring to be fighting in this way. So much wrestling, so much grappling, expending all this energy trying to hold the guy down. I mean, no takedown is not fought. No reversal is not fought. Everything they're doing is fought to the very last minute before it gets given up.
If you're the bottom fighter, DC, what do?
You got to move. You got to shrimp. You got to get off on a hip to try to move your opponent off of you or pull him down to close the space. Oh, he's stepping over the head here. Got that submission locked up very tight.
Oh, the submission defense holds up. He gets out.
He said that he was ready for everything that would be thrown at him. In that position, he showed that and proved it.
All right, so some high-level stuff there on the ground, but as they make their way back to the feet, a huge response from the crowd, no surprise.
I loved all the grappling that was on display there, but fight fans want to see striking, and that's exactly what they're going to get as he finally makes his way back.
The Black Beast strikes again!
I mean, wow.
Bruce Buffer to wrap it up.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean has called a stop to this contest at 4 minutes, 50 seconds of round number 2. Declaring the winner by knockout, Derek the Black Beast Lewis.
Well, Derek Lewis might just be the UFC heavyweight champion of the world before this run is said and done. Congratulations to the Black Beast on yet another UFC triumph here tonight. And Lewis really starting to put all of his skills together under Bob Perez. That is a scary proposition for the rest of this heavyweight division. Of course, tonight, though, it is all about the Black Beast. And now our tail of the tape for this lightweight scrap. The veteran voice of the Octagon, Bruce Buff.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC lightweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, Chase the Dream Hooper. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, Donald Cowboy Cerrone.
You ready to fight? Ready.
Well, there have been a lot of seminal UFC moments inside the world's most famous arena, and we are back at Madison Square Garden tonight. Should be a good one.
Who gets that shining moment in the world's greatest arena? I experienced it. I know how it feels to walk out of that octagon, that MSG with a championship. Will you get that moment tonight?
Both fighters throwing heat now. Nice takedown defense there, and perhaps that one stuff actually might affect the live betting line. A lot of people wondered how he was going to be able to stay upright. 1 for 1.
1 for 1. That's a good number. I mean, when you know that what a guy is worth to try to take you to the floor, and you can defend that effectively, especially when you spend a lot of time in camp doing it, it's always great when the lessons learned showed himself on test day. This is test day. He's doing a great job. Guy's got an A in my class so far.
Decent right hook attempt, but it's no good.
Oh, nice takedown defense. Beautiful shot to the head from the clinch here.
Just over 3 minutes to go.
Fighter lands a nasty kick.
Oh, guillotine, guillotine here.
That guillotine is very tight.
Oh, countering, it looks like with a bomb flu choke, or maybe we should call it the OSP now, but trying to get out of the guillotine by submitting his opponent. Incredible.
Big ground and pound. The way to stay aware and stay safe defensively. That was nice.
All right, right into side control here, DC. Biggest difference between half guard and side control?
Well, side control to me feels like a little bit less control because now my legs aren't really doing anything anymore. Now I'm controlling you with my upper body. So I've got to be very, very aware. It's still advantageous, but it just seems a little more free-flowing than having something like a half guard.
All right, has the guard closed here. All right, so a grueling battle on the ground, and no surprise, the crowd pops in appreciation as the fighters work their way back to the field.
This is an educated crowd, J.A. They appreciate high-level grappling, and that's exactly what they got in that exchange.
Oh, beautiful hook by Cowboy Cerrone. Good series of punches by him there. He has been busy throughout.
He's doing a great job with the hands. He looks like a professional boxer out there.
Oh, perfect execution on the low kick. Final seconds here in round 1. Round 2 is next. All right, so a lot of highlights over those previous 5 minutes. DC, take us through the replay, if you will.
A lot of good action, but punching led the dance. Punching was the thing that stood out to me. That allowed him to take control of the round.
You ready to fight? Ready.
Second round underway. All right, next round is now underway. I thought there was pretty good back and forth action in the previous round.
Yes, it wasn't a firefight. It wasn't two guys throwing the kitchen sink at each other. But you did see times when it came together and you saw the skill level of these two fighters.
Working off the jab, it's good. Heavy leather landed on both sides in that exchange. Throwing that jab, no good. Big elbow there, lands.
Massive body kick lands. Guillotine jump. That guillotine is tight.
Oh, he got out. How good is that?
This guy is so aware. He never leaves anything long to allow for himself to get subbed.
Oh, and he's able to land a strike there from the bottom. Nicely done by Cowboy Cerrone. Ooh, right into side control, DC.
This is where you want to be now because you get to make your opponent decide. They try to turn back into you, you can attack guillotine. If they turn away to try to get to your knees, you throw your hooks in and you got all your rear choke submissions.
Now inside the closed guard.
And he's going to try to find ways to pass and move to a submission. Nice defense. He passes to half guard.
Good, solid strike on the ground. Man, another one lands. He's trying to pound his opponent's head through the canvas. He's having his way with him here.
Yes, smart adjustment, yep.
And dizzy as he looks to improve position here.
Getting him out here.
Oh, we'll see who has the edge here as they get back to their feet after a pretty engaged battle there on the ground.
And both of these guys should feel pretty satisfied because they both had their moments and they both showed true skill on the ground.
Under a minute to go. Well, he has stayed busy and he has stayed accurate. Nice combination.
Very accurate, a lot of activity, and the hands look phenomenal tonight.
He's looking to land the right just out of range. Stuffs the takedown, no problem. Nice display of technique by him there on the side kick. Now we'll see if he can follow it up.
Very traditional technique that a lot of guys are using now in the UFC.
All right, round 3 coming up next.
You lost that last round. You're beating on those takedowns. You're a little slow. We have 5 minutes to go in this fight. We're not going to spend it on our back. I need you to get off this stool.
All right, we now take a look back at some of the highlights from that last round, DC. A lot for the replay guys to choose from.
I mean, these guys are going to be very busy trying to find what replay to show you guys. Lands on both sides of the octagon. Both guys fought great. What a phenomenal round.
You ready to fight? Ready.
Third round underway. Oh, he landed it. What a connection by him there. His opponent could be out of here soon, DC.
He's almost done. I mean, when you get hit with a shot like that, you don't know whether to run, hide, grab, or wrestle. He's confused. He's as confused as he was on his first test in elementary.
countering here with maybe a Von Flu. He's got the side mount, and now, oh, he's out.
Now he's inside control. Look at him attack that arm triangle on the opposite side. When it's time to finish, he will lock his hands, pass his body all the way to the opposite side, drop his chest to get all the way down to his opponent's neck to try to choke him out and finish the fight.
Yeah, Page and Alexio Linick. Somehow he got out, though.
Great job clearing the hips, facing, and getting out of that Ezekiel choke attempt.
His right eye's closing up. All right, working on the ground here. His opponent's feet on the hips. Really doing a nice job getting these shots home on the ground.
And another one. Another strike from the top. Lands for him. Great submission defense on display tonight. Great job landing the strike from his back.
Most fighters will tell you offensive wrestling is the hardest, most exhausting thing.
Especially if you're just running the guy over. Jonathan, he just gets up. Now he's going full mount.
1.5 minutes to go in this third and final round. All right, he's very comfortable fighting off his back, DC. Now looks like he's trying to hip escape.
Yeah, he's trying to hip escape or maybe look for a Kimura here. Nice transition.
1 minute to go. Ooh, this could be it. That thing is tight.
That arm triangle is deep.
Oh, he bails on the submission now. Well, he's in a compromising spot here, DC. You got to figure out a way to get back to your feet.
Oh, right into mount. In the half guard.
20 seconds to go in the fight. And that is how you end a fight. The official decision is in. Bruce Buffer has it.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for a decision. Judge 1 scores this contest, 29-28, Cerrone. Judge 2 scores it, 29-29. And Judge 3 scores it, 29-28, for the winner by majority decision, Donald Cowboy Cerrone.
Well, this guy just might retire as the UFC's all-time wins leader. Tonight was certainly a step in that direction. Donald Cowboy Cerrone gets it done yet again, another big spot, and you can argue this was one of the best performances of his career. Tale of the tape for this heavyweight fight. All right, now for the particulars, here's Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC heavyweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, Alexander Dragovota. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, Tom
You ready to fight? Ready. Do it.
All right, here's the perennial heavyweight contender, Alexander Volkov, back for more at the beginning of this round. This man has some tremendous weapons on the feet, has a real good feel for when to mix in the knees, those front kicks, keeps right up the middle. Gonna see if he can get his all-around striking game going early in this one. Nice job to get the foot off the canvas and to the target quickly. Beautiful inside leg kick by Aspinall. Oh, man, how is he standing? Brutal knee to the body. Nice straight right lands. Oh, high amplitude head kick. Takedown defense is there. And now some distance as they pull apart. Trying to go to the body here, unable to find the target. Just over 3 minutes to go. That punch no good.
He loaded up there on that high kick.
Takedown defense holds up. Oh, and he lands another combination here, really starting to get into a striking groove.
I mean, and stringing them together so effectively. Never throwing the same attack more than once. What a job to recognize all the openings in his opponent's defenses.
Back to the jab now.
Beautiful level change.
Nicely done. All right, he's sort of hanging out here unguarded, DC. Not sure if he's trying to bait him in or what, but not great body language here. Drops down inside the now closed guard of his opponent.
Let's see how patient he is as he attacks a submission or big ground and pound. There it is. Now he's running out. This is where he wants to be. Oh, nice elbow.
Volkov's in half guard. Well, he's worked very hard on this part of his game, and these ground strikes are really starting to take their toll. Oh, staying busy from top position. He lands another ground strike there. Aspinall's back in full mount.
Gotta watch his neck.
Oh, he's in trouble here, DC.
He's got the triangle with a lot of pressure going down on his opponent.
Oh, and there's the horn at the end of the round. So the fighter was really caught in the submission there just as the horn sounded. Safe to say he was saved by the bell there. So back to the stools they go. 60 seconds to recover here. We're going to fight on, ladies and gentlemen. Another round coming up. All right, let's take a look back at some of the replays from that last round.
Unbelievable to see these high-level competitors get in each other's face, tuck their chin, bite down on the mouth guard, and just let it all hang out over the course of 5 minutes.
You ready to fight? Ready.
All right, second round underway. All right, next round is now underway. DC, any major takeaways after the previous 5 minutes?
That both of these guys are very evenly matched. The matchmakers did a fantastic job when they put these two together.
Huge strike lands there, and somehow his opponent's chin held up.
His opponent's chin held up, but you do not want to be on the receiving end of those types of strikes. Oh, right hand.
Stuffs the takedown there. How good is his takedown defense?
Nice punch.
Whoa!
Oh, he's wobbling now.
Nice counter left there. Oh, beautiful straight right hand. And a nice job at least staying upright on that.
Oh, his separation with the clinch.
Oh, big land on the feet for Alexander Volkov. He smells blood in the water. We'll see if he can press forward here. Oh, that's a nice combination, and not just a two-piece either. Under 3 minutes here to go, round 2. All right, so that opened up a cut around his eye area.
He hasn't moved his head well. He was taking shots too clean, and now a cut has opened up.
We have crossed the midpoint of this fight. Stuffs the takedown, no problem. Well, he has really picked up the pace here in round 2. Much more aggressive than we saw in round 1, and now starting to find himself in the pocket. Picture-perfect shot there, DC, and one more of those, he might be out.
I mean, the fight is going to be over. I can't believe he's still standing. That shot landed perfect.
Well, I think I can smell the blood at this point in time. That canvas didn't look like that a few fights ago. Blood is flowing from that cut with every passing strike.
Every strike. And it burns. John, it burns so bad. When you get cut like that, every time a shot lands, it just burns. So this guy needs to try to find him.
Oh, lands a hip toss now. Aspinall's in half guard. All right, right into side control. Upper body strength figures to be put to good use here.
Yes, absolutely. And you got to look for his opponent to turn back into him. He should chase guillotine, but the opponent turns to the opposite side. He can take his back, throw his hooks in, try to choke, or flatten him out. Just go for the finish.
All right, that's the end of round number 2. All right, there's the horn. The round is over, but not before he was cut on his nose from the strikes in that round. Back to the stool. Cut man is in. Should be able to shut that cut and prevent it from becoming an issue moving forward. But, of course, as soon as he gets struck in that next round, it could open back up. All right, well, 1 minute of end swell can only do so much. Let us look back at some of the damaging strikes in that previous round.
It doesn't seem like it's going to do much. And if it does, he can't take any more of these shots. He was too stationary. He took everything square on the target. He's got to move his head, and he's got to be proactive instead of reactive in terms of his defense.
Ready.
Third round underway. All right, so back-to-back entertaining rounds. We'll see how it goes in this round. We'll see which corners sort of maximize those 60 seconds.
This is what happens when you get two very skilled, very evenly matched fighters coming together. Nobody has really taken a lead in this fight. Let's see who does it going through the next.
Aspinall gets the double leg takedown now. Looks like he's going for an armbar here. How tight is that?
What a tight armbar.
Back and forth we go. This might be it, though.
This cannot happen much longer.
Oh, he's out.
He actually escaped. Look, I got to stop writing these dudes obituaries, man. I always think they're done. Surprise me. Now he's got a good body position. Yup.
Oh, huge elbow. Volkov's in half guard now.
All these actions, though, these big actions, got to wear on the gas tank of both guys.
Really good job to land these strikes from top position. Volkov getting absolutely worked here from the top. These are some...
Oh, now he's going to find himself in a little more danger.
Oh, excellent pressure here from top position by Aspinall.
Yes, smart adjustment, yep.
Aspinall's back in full mount. Oh, he's trying to pin that arm with a triangle now. Ooh, arm triangle's in tight.
It's getting in very tight.
He might get a finish here. And there, he'll do it.
Oh, my goodness.
That has got to feel good.
Oh, boy.
What a moment for this fighter here tonight. Called his shot, gets the win by way of submission. That after party's going to be on fire.
He got to his position. He found the submission, and he squeezed and got it done. It was amazing to watch, and it was amazing to be a part of the broadcast for such an amazing performance.
Here is Bruce Buffer with the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Deans called a stop to this contest at 3 minutes of round number 3. For the winner by submission,
Well, what an incredible result here tonight as you see the winner there celebrating his victory by way of submission. And they put so much stock into finishing this fight. They felt like to really spin his career forward, they needed to not just win, but get the finish, and they certainly got it tonight.
They got the finish. He's such a terrific grappler. Every time he is on his back, he looks for submissions over and over again. Eventually, he found one tonight and got the desired result.
I can't fall asleep, I gotta stand tall, that's what a leader do. Follow me, I'm leading you. Hey, we finna turn up, crank up the heater here, they finna burn up. Told them I'm coming, I'm here, tell them they time up. I said it once, I'ma say it again, this'll be my year. I ain't gon' show no fear, I know that I'm built to equip for what God want me to do. I'm number one at the two, it don't know where I'ma lose. I hate the struggle, but it made me harder. I made it far, but I wanna go farther. This not for me, this for my son and my daughter, my family tree and their daughter. I'm the Trojan when I'm wearing that jacket. I was down, now I'm up, now I was the underdog, now look at me left. I'm better than you guys, the champions, the champions. Hey, we gon' bow, never fall, the champions, the champions, the champions. Hey, we gon' bow, never fall, I put my head up and told them ground me.
Our tale of the tape for this highly anticipated welterweight fight. Here once more is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC welterweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. Ladies and gentlemen, he is an Ultimate Fighter season winner, Nate Diaz! And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, Jack Della.
You ready? You ready? Good.
All right, here we go with round 1, featuring Perth, Western Australia's Jack Della Maddalena. You know what he can do with his jab. Undeniable death touch power in both hands. But at times his kryptonite has been the wrestling. Not to suggest that people have taken him down at will, but this division, unlike a lot of others, has mostly wrestlers and grapplers in that top 10. And you got to think Jack Della Maddalena has shored up that part of his game, knowing that most of these combatants are going to try to take him down. All right, early in the fight here, and Nate Diaz off to a pretty good start, found a home for that left hand.
I mean, and it's powerful. It does not seem like Nate is throwing it hard, but he always finds his targeting very accurate with that straight left hand. So he kind of feeds the right hand to get you moving where he wants, and then bang, he drops that straight left on you.
Target.
Over and over, same story. Punch after punch to the head.
Under 3 minutes now to go in the round.
Oh, nice jab, nice stick.
All right, good job by him there to raise the guard and protect his head.
He's doing a good job.
Oh, he's in a world of trouble now. Just over 2 minutes to go in what has been a furious round 1. Nice straight right hand. Pocket presence and punches and pressure and pace. It's a lot of P's, but when you're fighting Nate Diaz, you better be prepared because he is coming and he is not stopping until the final home.
Big shot to the head. Real sneaky body kick.
30 total strikes have already landed for Nate Diaz. Under a minute to go in the round. How about the accuracy to land right there? His opponent's wobble champ.
He's hurting bad. He cannot take another shot like that.
Oh, left hook to the head. It's blocked. Now mixing one into the body. Round one winding down here.
He gets to the single collar tie. Look for him to keep that elbow tight and throw punches with his free hand.
5 minutes in the books.
All right, you're doing great, okay? I want more of the same. You are controlling the entire fight. Stay sharp, don't get relaxed. So wherever we're at, we're still...
All right, there's the end of the round, so it was a huge strike to the head that stunned his opponent and nearly got him out of there.
Yeah, that was a big moment. A big strike lands, his opponent's on wobbly legs. That is exactly what you want to see as you're walking back to your stool. Your opponent staggering back to his corner and being hopeful that he can get it back together before the start of the next round.
Second round underway. All right, next round is now underway. Hopefully the action continues at a high level. Pretty good first 5 minutes.
Pretty good first 5 minutes. Both of them can really pick it up. Let's see who decides they're going to lead the dance as we go forward. Nice leg kick.
Not sure how many more of these his opponent can take.
Massive shot that he landed. Great job.
Well, we'll see if he can turn this defense into offense, but he's doing a great job blocking shots here tonight.
As of right now, he's thinking more defensive. He's hurt so bad. He's got to find safety. Find a way that you can recover.
Oh! Big shots being landed on both sides here. Oh! Huge left! Just over 3 minutes to go in round two. Well, his corner was pretty urgent after round one. A little bit lackluster there in that opening round. He has certainly picked up the pace here, and as a result, he has taken control of this second round. Man, has his chin been tested early. And we have passed the midpoint of the fight.
Great setup. That was a nasty high kick.
Man, that's a huge shot right there, DC. You don't want to eat too many more of those.
No, and he needs to start looking to finish now because he's got his opponent hurt very bad.
Like that!
Beautiful transition.
Well, this fight's been pretty crazy thus far. Both guys doling out a lot of damage, and neither seems too bothered by it, but clearly both parties are hurt.
Oh, now he's attacking on triangle.
Oh, looks like he's got that submission locked in.
Starting to get deep.
Oh, somehow, some way he got out.
These guys are back and forth, but the submission defense wins this transition.
Under a minute now to go. Diaz is in half full. Well, not exactly what we thought we would see out of this jiu-jitsu fighter. He's had a lot of success on the feet, and I think this is why sometimes the form can lie if you lean too heavily in it.
Absolutely. I mean, you think you're coming in here to fight a grappler, and this guy looks like a boxer tonight. His hands have looked crispy. His kicks, everything that he is doing has worked, and I think this is partly due to the fact that you think he's trying to take you down, when in reality, this guy can fight everywhere.
And the horn sounds on round two. All right, so that's the end of the round. Pretty significant damage done in that round. Cut on the cheek, sustained there from that strike. Now the cut man's got to get in there and close that thing up. Better to be below the eye than above it, sure, but nonetheless, this could be a factor now moving forward. All right, so a big knockdown for him, courtesy of that punch in that round. DC, here's your replay.
Big moment in the previous round. They were both fighting very well. But when he landed this punch right here that sits his opponent down, it showed that the power is not equal. And if he can land, he does have the ability to damage him.
You ready to fight? Ready.
All right, here we go, third and final round. Oh, nice jab by Diaz. Clipped him with the right hand there. Diaz gets touched there. Another hook to the head. inside. You got to be careful here. Keeps the connection right up the gut. I'm not sure his opponent knows where he is.
No, he doesn't know where he is. He's hurt real bad. That punch landed in the perfect spot. Oh, it's opening up on him now.
All right, well, good news is he rocked him. Bad news is he wasn't able to finish the job, and now his opponent's back in the fight.
I mean, you don't get those opportunities very often.
Oh, these guys are absolutely huge shots landing on both sides. Oh, another ground strike gets through. All right, well, both fighters pretty comfortable on the ground, DC, but you got to be very careful hanging out here for too long if you're his opponent. Diaz is going for the sub here. Oh, that looks tight.
Very smart there. You never favor submission over a dominant position. Changing the position.
Oh, great ground strike there, and now blood is a factor. This is some exhausting work, man.
I mean, it is so tiring to be fighting in this way. So much wrestling, so much grappling, expending all this energy, trying to hold the guy down. I mean, no takedown is not fought. No reversal is not fought. Everything they're doing is fought to the very last minute before it gets given up.
Well, he grounded him, and now he's trying to pound him out. Great ground strikes here. Oh, he lands another pinpoint strike there, and no surprise to see the swelling upstairs get worse.
That accuracy, man, it's something to behold. This guy is so good at finding his target. Now, he's got a big old marker on the guy's face to try and hit. You have got a smart fighter in front of you. You have got to move your head, or he's going to keep going there.
A lot of top pressure being applied here.
Oh, in the mouth.
Diaz is going for an arm here. Oh, he's got the arm in tight. Hard ground and pound. Some slow now starting to appear. Oh, he's out of danger.
Great submission defense. He's able to take his arm out and stay safe. Great job being busy off of his back. Lands a beautiful strike from the bottom.
All right, the official decision is in. It resides with the venerable Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for a decision. The judges score the contest 30-28, 9-28, and 30-28. Declaring the winner by unanimous decision, Nate Diaz.
All right, so one of the biggest superstars on this roster, top to bottom, Nathan Diaz getting his hand raised tonight and still showing you, DC, several years into this thing, he can still compete and beat the best guys in the world.
People used to talk about Nick and Nate Diaz. He was the little brother, and he wants to still be Nick's little brother. But right now, Nate Diaz stands alone. Nate Diaz stands on his own as one of the best fighters in the entire USC.
Been to war, we got purple hearts. Was outside, but you were scared of dark. I've been shot, I ain't scared to learn. Had a clean run and ended up in jail for my 31st. Had the first. Before that, then a shank that I pierced a shirt. 2016 was Dirty Sprite. I done it on the top floor, then I can't. I'm scared of heights. YT and TV, the same for radio or the TV. You ain't got no works on your CV. Staring at my hand, it's all VVs. We just trying to stay alive like the Bee Gees. Done it for the guts and the glory. And if we ever rise it, we ain't shooting feet, we ain't Tory. Mommy voted Labour, we was poorly. But I don't want you sobbing to my story. Hard, made it out the trenches. Now I got a taste, it's expensive. Cartier lenses, premium plus on the Benzes. I was there broke, I had to mend it. I wink at my shooter, he gon' send it. Follow me, it's been a rocky road. I take my dog off the leash and have a proper stroll. Honeycomb, she my pot of gold. Told her if she stay down to the end, we gon' move on.
Our tail of the tape for this middleweight fight. Here's Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC middleweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, Luke Rockhold. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, Dracus still not Duplessis.
You ready to fight? Ready.
Well, whether you're a boxer or a mixed martial artist, you want to compete at Madison Square Garden, the world's most famous arena, and dating to 2016, a lot of the UFC's best have gotten that opportunity.
Absolutely, J.A. And when you grow up as a fighter, especially a heavyweight, it is your dream to headline MSG and fight for the heavyweight championship of the world. I got that honor, and I can almost feel the ghost of Muhammad Ali, Joe Frazier, all those great fights those guys had at MSG. I felt as if on that night that I retained my championship, I became part of that fraternity. The greatest heavyweight fighters to ever step foot in Madison Square Garden. It was an honor and a pleasure, and it felt amazing to join that fraternity.
All right, so 1 minute.
He's going to guillotine.
He gets out.
That is great submission defense, keeping everything short and not allowing his opponent to get the submission victory. North-south position.
Pretty good work with the ground and pound here by Rockhold. Oh, so an interesting decision there as he decides to stand up and relinquish the dominant position.
Oh! He's hurt. He's wobbling.
And back to his feet. Oh, overhand left. No good. Well, no denying that he rocked him, but couldn't quite get the finish.
He hurt him real bad, but he couldn't find the shot that would put him to sleep. He threw a lot of punches, but he couldn't get the one to land on the button that would end the night.
Under 2 minutes now to go in round one.
He lands a solid punch there.
Oh, there's the single.
Oh, he passes the half guard now, and he's not posturing to land punches, so look for a submission attempt. He's got that arm triangle. Watch him pass to the opposite side. It looks real tight. He'll drop his weight to try to finish his technique.
Oh, looks like he might get the finish here.
This has to be it, John. It's got to be it.
Oh, somehow he got out.
That was beautiful. Look at how he brought his hips up in the air. Used his momentum to swing himself back to his chest being facing the mat. What a beautiful display of submission defense.
Oh, Rockhold's trying for a submission here. Ooh, that Kimura looks tight. You gotta be kidding me. How did he get out?
He just stayed calm. Was able to withstand the fire. Now he finds himself out and safe.
All right, so that is that round in the books. Duplessis got a real significant cut above the eye. We'll see if the cut man can stop the bleeding.
Great round. You're very, very close to getting those submissions. I want you to be a little bit more...
All right, let's get you a replay from that previous round. It was the big knockdown courtesy of that kick that nearly closed the show for good.
It almost closed the show, but nothing's more discouraging than when you get somebody hurt that bad and you don't shut the door. He has to go back to work now knowing that he's got about as tough a guy as he's ever had in front of him in the octagon tonight.
You ready? You ready?
Go. All right, round two.
Just turning his hip over into the leg kick.
He missed with that jab attempt there.
Nice block.
Front kick by Rockhold.
Ooh, big shot lands.
Big strike lands.
Big strike lands. Now he looks to try to chase down that 50. Oh, hurt it.
Rockhold's eye now closing up. Oh, stuffs the takedown without issue. Try to separate from the clinch now. Oh, nice block. Oh, nice punishing kick to the body. Nice. Nicely done.
That knee hurt him.
Looks like he might attempt the guillotine now.
Oh.
That guillotine is tight.
Oh, man, that was slick.
All right, so he can't get it here again. Good awareness by the defensive fighter.
Knee on belly. He's raining down ground and pound. If he doesn't move on the bottom, he's going to get finished.
Looks like the referee could step in here. Now drops inside that closed guard, DC.
Full guard. Let's see how patient he is as he attacks a submission or big ground and pound. He passed the half guard.
All right, feet on the hips here. Well, as usual, suffocating work from the top here by Dracus du Plessis.
And there you go, again, half guard.
Well, he's staying pretty effective here, fighting off of his back. Nice strike landed there by the bottom by Rockhold.
Getting the mount here. He's got to be careful here.
Moving his head on the ground here, avoiding a lot of these big shots. All right, so you got to be careful playing on the ground with this guy. You don't want to mess around for too long. Well, he lands another strike there, DC, and no surprise, the swelling only getting worse.
It's getting worse. You know, we talked about this very early, how he needed to change something. He hasn't changed it, and now the swelling is starting to get bad.
Nice crack there. Oh, beautifully timed with the Superman punch. 20 seconds to go, round two. Du Plessis gets tagged by a solid uppercut there.
I mean, is this thing on repeat? How many times can you say punch in the head?
10 minutes in the books.
Lost that last round. You have to stay on the feet. That's your strong point. Avoid the takedown. You know what he's going to do, and that's going to make it easy for us to avoid.
All right, back to the stool, and he is officially swole, and I'm not talking about muscles. He is swollen up top.
I mean, he looks bad. It's because he was too stationary. He was on the receiving end of too many big shots. He was beat up. He was battered. He was bruised. And look at all the swelling. It shows that he has taken far too many.
You ready to fight? Ready.
Third round underway. Oh, that kick is good by Dracus du Plessis.
Oh, man.
His huge connection there.
He landed it perfectly. Perfect placement. Perfect position. What a huge blow in a big moment in this fight.
Watch for him to set up that hook again now. All right, time to go to the gas station, TC. These fighters are cooked, my man.
They have thrown everything but the kitchen sink at each other, and it's showing. And both of them seem exhausted out there in the middle of the octagon.
Oh, and there it is. DC Damas saw that one coming a mile away.
DC, I like that one. I really, really. Oh, he's still hurt. Look at that. He can't even stand.
Just over 3 minutes to go in round three.
Good stick.
Timely defense there. Huge block for him. Rockhold's nose is bleeding now. Yes, looks as though he got cut by one of those offerings from his opponent.
He's got to either go southpaw or he...
There somehow his opponent's still...
I mean, he's still on his feet, but he's not
starting to apply a lot of pressure here down the stretch. Not as much offense earlier in the fight. He is making up for lost time.
There it is again. Look at that.
Nice job to get inside and get the single collar tie. Well, MMA is a constant exercise in risk mitigation, right? But it would seem to me that if he really goes for it offensively, he can get him out of there.
Well, he's got him hurt. He's got him hurt. He's got him hurt multiple times in one round. It looks like this fight should be over by now, but his opponent's still standing, and I think that speaks to the durability of the guy standing in front of him.
And right into side control. All right, north-south position here. We'll see if the crowd can be mature about this, DC. Back to his feet.
Ooh, head kick lands. He's hurt.
And both fighters exchange in the pocket. Oh, and he tags him with the straight. Nice job there by Duplessis.
Another punch to the head.
All right, let's look back at some of the action, DC. They go the distance tonight, but you got to think he won over the judges with his striking acumen tonight.
Yeah, you got to watch one of the best strikers in the entire UFC. He did everything so well, and in my opinion, he should cruise to a very easy decision.
All right, the official decision is now in. Here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for decision. All 3 judges score this contest 30-26. For the winner by unanimous decision, Dracus Silva Duplessis.
All right, so no surprise there as he gets it done on all 3 judges' scorecards. He kind of was confident if this was just a kickboxing match, but obviously he mixed it up and it paid dividends tonight.
It's mixed martial arts, and he showed that tonight. He showed that developing every skill in the game is what's going to be important as you have championship aspirations. He did it, got a massive victory, and wins a superior decision.
Chevy, God rain down blessings, that broke the levy. On my Libra scales, teaching these streets is heavy. Young Smokey prevail, came from speakeasy to breathing weekly on beats, and now he be eating with kings in every city. I just can't get enough. Do it to the shit, look, giddy up, giddy up. Show up at the club, we'll hit it up. Leaving this love in the minibus. You ain't got a front, you really up. Did and pray that I would see the days look just like right now. We just can't pack that. This is life. They can't hold me down, get in my way. They gon' know me now, the rest of parlay. I said, I'm with that. I'm with that. Stand on holy ground, wherever I lay. Ain't a thing can hold me down, winning my race. I said, I'm with that. I'm with that. City traffic, no sombrero.
Our tail of the tape for this light heavyweight tilt. Here's Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC light heavyweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, Alex Poatan Pereira! And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner. Ladies and gentlemen, he is the former UFC light heavyweight world champion, Yuri Ganisa Prochaska.
You ready to fight? Ready. Good.
All right, here we go with round 1. Alex Poatan Pereira, one of the best strikers pound for pound in all of mixed martial arts. Outstanding power in his hands, of course. His left hook has that undeniable death touch. But we've got our eyes on the calf kicks here tonight. He believes that that is going to be a weapon that can change the complexion of this entire fight. We'll see if Pereira gets after it early. That's right over the top, and now his opponent in a world of trouble.
Beautiful level change. Make him think you're going low and then come right over the top with that beautiful overhand. Great punch.
Throws a big right hand, but doesn't find its home. Well, you got to think he might be trying to set up that overhand again. He's found a home for it all night long. Let's see if that holds true. Oh, setting up the left hook, but out of range. Wow, huge head kick.
Oh, my goodness.
All right, so look at that. A cut has been opened around that eye area.
He's taking shots over and over again to that area, and now he's dealing with a cut.
Look for him to throw that overhand here again. Beautiful right hook counter.
It's so clear that the guy that's going forward is the guy that's successful. Nice uppercut.
Now his opponent in a world of trouble.
Such a sneaky head kick. He did not recognize it was high, and now he's got him hurt bad.
And just misses with that big right hand. Well, his opponent seemed to be stunned to a significant extent, but was able to recover, and it's almost like he let him off the hook.
Kind of let him off the hook. He needed to really put his foot on the gas to try to find that finish.
Nice work, guys.
Oh, a good sequence there. The right hand followed by the left. 90 seconds to go. Oh, really good job by him there to raise the guard, DC, and block those shots coming his way.
He does a great job of blocking all incoming strikes.
Flipped him with the jab.
Oh, big elbow. Oh, nice.
High kick landed for him there. .30 seconds to go here. Oh, a huge strike lands there, DC.
He landed that massive shot. Now he needs to try to find the next shot, the follow-up shot, that will finish the fight. He got hurt again.
Horn sounds for the end of round one. All right, there's the horn, and what a round, champ. We got to talk about the knockdown. When you knock somebody down like that, it's got to be kind of fun to strut your way back to the story.
I mean, you are 10 foot tall. When you can drop another person with a strike, you are 10 foot tall. Now, the issue is he did not find the finish, and he used a lot of energy trying to finish that fight.
All right, so his legendary chin holds up despite getting knocked down in that previous round. DC, take us through the highlight.
He's as tough as they come. There has not been a guy that can take shots like this. Most times the night would be over, and gladly over after you take a shot like this. But this man is just too tough. Some people say he's too tough for his own good. He would not agree with you. He wants to fight.
Ready.
Round two underway.
Nice big overhead right. Oh, he's stunned bad. He's got to grab him. He's got to recover.
Oh, big left hook there. Strong hook lands.
Got hurt bad.
Circling to his right. The right hand just misses. Effective use of the jab there by Prochazka. Oh, straight punch. Well, no feeling out process tonight. Both fighters invoking damage on the other, DC.
Yes, we knew this would be very competitive. We knew that this was a tough fight. We knew that both guys would be very evenly matched in this fight. But we didn't expect to see this type of war between these two guys.
Both fighters hanging down in the pocket and both landing. There's a kick. Oh, there's a big kick there. We'll see if he can finish. Swing and a big miss by Pineda. So a much different approach from him here in round two. Took him away.
What a fight. Both of these guys are trying to finish. What a fight.
Just over 2 minutes now to go in the round. Well, that left hand has been there at times, not on that attempt. Prochazka's now dealing with a cheek cut.
They're so evenly matched. They're going tit for tat.
Oh. That is it! Yuri Prochazka has done it!
Holy!
We send it inside the octagon to Bruce Buffer for the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean has called a stop to this contest at 3 minutes, 27 seconds of round number 2. Declaring the winner by knockout, Yuri Prochazka.
Everything about this guy is watchable, right? Even after the fact, a big knockout for Yuri Prochazka here tonight, and this dude's just getting started, champ.
He's so fun. I mean, everything about Yuri kind of draws you in, from his personality to his fighting style. And wins like that will only make people more interested in watching Yuri Prochazka compete.
That's a war that you can never win, but hey, I like the optimism. Giving over half my life to this, I think I made a good decision. Trust my gut, I hear it talking, then I know it's time for me to listen. Mastermind consistent, matching my commitment, that's not realistic. Hey, feature presentation, what they came to see, I open up the curtain. Oh my, pandemonium, it's showtime. Got their noses up, I know why. Jealous of me cause the flow nice. Did it all without a cosign. Shoot, I always hit the bullseye. Barely even put in effort in this effortless, imagine if I did try. Acknowledge me or not, that don't really make no difference to me. I operate the same no matter who's around me is important to me. I keep my enemies at arm's length, but close enough to make me feel safe. My diligence can be competed with, an easy win for me. This is a small taste of what I'm capable of doing with my talent, stretching my imagination. Watch it turn a small idea into something that you have to tip your hat to when you see it. The whole package ain't got nothing missing. Check off every box, it's unavoidable at this point. Don't you act like you don't see me out here making waves. I got an air about me. I don't play the game the way they want me to. They tell me take a left, I take a right. I'm not the one to pick a fight with. Try and bully me, make you regret it quick. The only person I allow to push me around is myself. Body language reading well. Written on your face, I'm flipping through your pages. You don't have to scream and yell. It's clear to me, yeah, I can tell. The front you put on isn't real. That poker face ain't hiding nothing new. The hand you have before the cover down. I got what they lack, first in every class, never coming last. Amy's on my back, wifey on my lap. She my better half, heavy when I stab. Pockets getting fat, passion never left. Say it with my chest, got a problem, yes. Leave me in the flash, you don't cut the tag, I don't do the set. Now defend the threat, always been direct. Nothing but the best, rarely do the press. Promise me the world, now holding my breath. They want me to fail, haven't done it yet. Stacking up the bread, thankful cause I'm blessed. Sharpest in the shed, pen is cutting edge. I get in the booth, perfect, nothing less. Key to my success, keep a level head. We want something fresh, what you think this is? What you think this is? Deadly with the raps, how could you forget? Thought I might have left, thought I might have quit. Thought I hung it up, thought I'd think again. Petty, that depends, what's the latest trend? I don't have a clue, I don't follow them. They just follow me, keep them on the edge. Keep them on their toes, keep them wondering. Keep them wanting more, eating on my hand. Don't look at the score, don't look in the stands. Focused on my goals, execute the plan. Beat me at my game, never not a chance. Walk you through my pain, show you who I am. Don't care what it pays, loyal to my brand. Foot is off the brake, stepping on the gas, knowing at my pace. Catch me if you can. Far from done, got so much left to give you. Not a man, I was that person detrimental. 2020 me can never hold a candle to the present day. Me standing here before you, overstep the store you give up, can't afford to keep my standards. I ain't changing, never no one digging deep, so got that hunger. Press record, you hear it in my voice, can't let the fame and fortune get the best of me. See clearly what's important, not impressed with me, ain't looking for endorsements. Dropping masterpieces left and right, ignore the hate. Like testing me, passing with flying colors. Always been unique, can't be no dime a dozen. I take pride in this, won't catch me cutting corners. Have no tolerance for ignorance, I heard you lost your confidence in me. This should be sorry, can't ignore. bucket of ice on me, how should I chill? Scope in your mouth, watch how I chill. Know how I'm rocking, you know how I'm built. Still in the trenches, we out in the field. If she in her bag, then it's Prada Chanel. The booty is fake, but she poppin' for real. Still that way. Run up if you feel that way. You can get this work, but the work don't ship, cause it really don't feel that way. Seen a whole lot of rapping and a whole lot of capping. Get chipped like ice, the price just went up. The checks come down from talking, that's spice. Talk to me nice, bitch. You know I'm an east side, big TDE, step on rep, dead. Top dog, since top ramen now, steak and lobster with a shrimp, bed. Big, put a ribbon on it, get you gift, rare, bed, dead. Real, never switch that. Came a long way, came a long way, came a long way, came a long way. Been a long way, real, been a long way. And it's still that way, still that way, still that way. Still broad day, live that way, feel that way. Came a long way, real long way. Been a long way, been a long way. And it's still that way, 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 still that way.
Get a dose of dirty cold gold and coast cold flow. Got a wide to enlarge and I set a fire down below. I hang it up when you say sorry, didn't know. Probably got a year 10 to go, so let's go. I don't really know how to go slow. Goddamn, that motherfucker's cold. Hey. You in the wrong mode, you open and close, you know holes, no go. This whole world's a shit mode, filled to the brim like Gitmo. When you think it don't get more glow, and then bow to the sticks on flow. All oppression's born of lies, I don't make the rules of just one guy. All due respect of getting spit on's how respect is not defined. But with the truth, but you got screwed and drank the Kool-Aid, there's a line. It ends directly at the edge of a mass grave that's their design. Funny fact about a cage, you're never built for just one group. So when that cage is done with them and you still pour it, come for you. The newest, lowest on the totem, with golly G, you have been used. You have to build a death machine that down the line will kill you too. Pseudo-Christians, y'all indifferent, kids in prisons ain't a sin shit. Even one scrapper with Jesus talk connected, you feel different. What a disingenuous way to piss away existence, I don't get it. I say you lost your goddamn minds if y'all possess one to begin with.
Lo que sea para Martín Play. Soy como Curry en Golden State. Voy abajo por un par de puntos, pero siempre hago el triple faltando 6. Esa Gucci que tiene son fake. Eso que fuman es Purple Haze. Eso que bebe no es lean. No, eso es jarabe para no toser. Esas perras dicen que me aman, pero igual mañana puede ser mi infiel. Ese negro dicen ser mi amigo, pero solo quiere comer mi pastel. No confío en ningún mal nacido que no haya conmigo sobre mi mantel. Fucking mundo cruel, discrimina mi color de piel. Tengo el corazón frío como el Ártico. Ahora dicen que soy antipático. Muchos fachos salieron del ático y decían que eran muy fanáticos. Son de plástico. Cuando arranco ya no hay quien me pare. Valentino Rossi me dicen de dos. Tengo floco por los parejos de conto. A mí no me gana ningún maco tonto. No.
Deje de caminar en la nieve, el pinche frío sí que se siente. Deje de caminar en la nieve, el pinche frío sí que se siente. Deje de caminar en la nieve, el pinche frío sí que se siente. Deje de caminar en la nieve, el pinche frío sí que se siente. Shout out OG, run the Euros. Estamos afuera y hace un chingo de frío, goddamn.
The way I see it, you probably free us from the ages 1 to 4. Around the age of 5, you shipped away for your body to be stored. They promise education, but really they give you tests and scores. And they predicting prison population by who's scoring the lowest. And usually the lowest scores, the poorest, they look like me. And every day on the evening news, they feed your fear for free. And you so numb, you watch the cops choke out a man like me. Until my voice goes from a shriek to whisper, I can't breathe. And you sit there in house on couch and watch it on TV. The most you give is a Twitter rant, call it a tragedy. But true to the travesty, you've been robbed of your empathy, replaced it with apathy. I wish I could magically fast forward the future so then you can face it and see how fucked up it'll be. I promise I'm honest, they coming for you the day after they coming for me. I'm reading Chomsky, I'm reading Bukowski, I'm laying low for a week. I said something on behalf of my people and I popped up in WikiLeaks. Thank God that I'm covered, the devil can smother, and you know the evil don't sleep. Dick Gregory told me a couple of secrets before we lay down in his grave. All of us servants ain't masters, all of us nothing but slaves. Never forgetting the story of Jesus, the hero was killed by the stage.
Deje de caminar en la nieve, el pinche frío sí que se siente. Deje de caminar en la nieve, el pinche frío sí que se siente. Deje de caminar en la nieve, el pinche frío sí que se siente. Deje de caminar en la nieve, el pinche frío sí que se siente.
Con tu ataque, como los black, arremetiendo duro con el track, levantando la voz por
wanna lame. You swear you were down, yet for what I can't say. You didn't bother me. You preached to your crowd, but don't bother waiting up. Hey, don't bother waiting up. Yeah, better luck next. You don't know me, you're taking the road that I chose. Raising our flag. I don't owe you one thing, it's a debt to you. Crying 'cause you're on board. These tears run dry. These tears run dry. I heard you calling me. Well, you were loud. You were howling constant. I think you wanna leave. Well, you're allowed. So don't bother waiting up. Yeah, don't bother waiting up. So sorry you were late. You don't know me, you're taking the road that I chose. Raising our flag. I don't owe you one thing, it's a debt to you. Crying 'cause you're on board. These tears run dry. These tears run dry.
If it bleeds and leads, the whole scene is a scream. We're all at war to get a piece. You don't see this shit's bleak. Let me speak. This shit is fly. I'm a Khaleesi high. Gotta me yeesh. Think I think that I'm too good to deny I agree. The fixes and I have no time to comply with these fiends. I'm out here dreaming with the sheep. All these swallow seeds flying in their grease. Hey, short on the money, someone gonna show you the gunny. Quicker than anyone gonna teach you to do the Dougie. Ain't nothing bloody and bad at purpose. I'm mugging. You wonder why I keep drugs on me. Why the style is so muddy. The minute you live is the instant you get on galactic hit. Know that the city's not granted forgiveness if I ain't wishes. They should be giving a fractal of shit or asking permission. Dreams my witness. I'm slinging brick upon brick of that slick shit.
Representing Stockton, California. Yes, here is Nick Diaz. Some people wondered if we'd ever see him make this walk again. Good to see Nick Diaz making the walk to get out the gate.
From the 209, which you are also gracefully representing with that tattoo. But Nick Diaz was the start of the Diaz dynasty. A guy that went out there every time and just gave it his all. His first one-round fight with Paul Daly back in Strikeforce is still believed to be the greatest one-round championship fight in history. Willing to go through the fire in order to make you engage him in the type of fight that he wants. He has phenomenal boxing and also a black belt in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu.
Beat Paul Daly and then returned to the UFC at UFC 137 to defeat BJ Penn. At the time, his 11th straight win. Wildly popular Nick Diaz back from more time. Well, there's always a special feeling when Khamzat Chimaev makes the walk, whether at welterweight or at middleweight. This man has proven to be a real problem and really has lived up to all the hype and then some, dating to his 2020 UFC debut.
It's so hard for you to meet expectation, much less exceed it.
Right.
Khamzat Chimaev has exceeded the expectations set for him when he made his UFC debut. he has been nothing short of a buzzsaw, just going through guys at a rate that not anyone could have expected. What a fantastic fighter we get to watch every time we see Khamzat in the octagon.
And, of course, many people harken back to the Gilbert Burns fight in 2022, the consensus fight of that year in which Chimaev was challenged and still rose to the occasion. We'll see how he fares tonight. Our tale of the tape for this welterweight championship fight. Here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the co-main event of the evening. It's time! And now, 5 rounds for the undisputed UFC welterweight championship of the world. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, Nick Diaz! And now introducing the champion, fighting out of the red corner, Khamzat
Herb Dean is your referee. He's the third man in the octagon tonight. All right, Khamzat Chimaev is back as this round gets underway. Undefeated fighter who has officially taken this sport by storm. His fight against Gilbert Burns back in UFC 273 probably is going to end up in the Hall of Fame. But Khamzat didn't want to talk about that this week at all. He wants a quick night at the office. He wants to get a finish and actually said he believes it's going to materialize on the feet and not the ground. We shall see. Man, these guys have some chins on them. Huge shots being landed on both sides. Inside the closed guard now.
I mean, he went right into his full guard. What does he do? Oh, high elbow guillotine.
Oh, he's got it locked in tight now. Oh, how about this as he jumps to side mount to try to counter the guillotine with a Von Flue choke. Over St. Louis would be proud. Oh, he escapes.
He got out. I mean, wow, that is great submission defense.
Oh, great reversal to top position by Khamzat Chimaev. Oh, that rear naked choke is tight. Oh, how'd he get out?
He pushed the elbow up, released the pressure, and turned his back down to the mat. Great job and great submission defense by this young man.
Posturing up now.
And now the damage is about to start.
Great position for him here. He's got the full mount. See if he can get that ground and pound going.
Oh, he's got to get it going, but he can't rush. A lot of times, guys get in the full mount and they rush, they get nervous. They're like, oh my goodness, I'm winning. Reality is, you're winning, but it can, and look at him attacking the arm triangle on the other side. He's going to lock him down, try to pass it all the way. Great submission defense on full display by the opponent.
And he is back up to his feet. He's got him hurt here. Oh, big left hand. Beautiful spinning kick lands.
Oh, big elbow. Nice takedown in here.
All right, north-south position now. We'll see how he chooses to proceed. Well, the ground and pound is there once again. Strong work here by Chimaev. Making all these shots count. All right, we'll see if he postures up and can get some of his ground strikes going here. Diaz is back into full guard. Attempting a choke now.
Oh, that looks tight.
You gotta be kidding me. He's out. What a round.
Takedown. I need you to put your feet on his hips immediately and push off. Don't rest until you're back up on your feet.
All right, so there's the end of the round. We had a big submission attempt there midway through, but largely the submission defense held up.
It wasn't tight. We thought the fight was over, but stayed patient, stayed calm, relaxed, and found his way out of that deep submission.
All right, so there is the horn. That means the round is over. We nearly had a finish due to a submission, but I think you got to give credit to both the offense and the defense.
Yeah, you got to give credit to both guys.
But on that punch right there, his opponent's compromised, DC.
It's one thing to land a hard shot. It's another thing completely to land a perfect shot. And that was a perfect shot. Oh, that's right hand.
All right, he's been very clean with his hooks on the feet here tonight, and it's the way he set it up that has really impressed you.
Yeah, it's very impressive to see him pop the jab, pop the right hand, just touch, 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 and then boom, sit down on that hook. He's going to be trying to find it again. You can see him setting up his opponent, trying to get the hands to drop so he can drop that hook over the top.
Chimaev's in half guard. All right, close guard now. Oh, now looking to posture up, and he lands a big head strike. Nicely done there by Khamzat Chimaev. All right, so perhaps he's going to have to address something defensively. There is a legitimate cut around his eye.
Yeah, he got cut on the eye from that last strike. He's got to pay attention now before it gets worse. He passes the half.
Oh, lands with the ground and pound strike.
That was a slick transition.
Ground and pound keeps coming. Good movement to avoid that damage coming down.
Nice shot there by the champ.
Chimaev's right back to the full mount. All right, so there it is again. He's been very efficient with his ground and pound striking game tonight.
And now they're starting to pile. He's starting to pile them together. Punch after punch is starting to land from the top position. Oh, you gotta be careful there, yep.
Oh, big shots here. All right, dominant position for him here, full mount. If you're the bottom fighter, better start moving those hips, DC.
Oh, you gotta start moving those hips. What you should do initially, right, is start to push at the knees. Push at the hips, create some distance, shrimp, and try to recollect half guard. Half guard sucks, but it's much better than being mounted fully by your opponent.
Oh, Diaz is looking to pass from full guard into half guard here, but he's denied. Most fighters will tell you offensive wrestling is the hardest, most exhausting thing.
Especially if you're just running the guy over, John, and then he just gets up.
All right, inside his opponent's guard here, DC. You don't want to play around here too long.
No, you got to either have two hands in or two hands out, or guys start to attack triangles.
Diaz is right back to the full mount here. All right, bottom fighter here, maybe looking to hip escape, DC.
Take a seat. Deep breath in. Breathe. Take a drink. All right, here we go. Listen. You're doing absolutely awesome. I want you to punch.
You ready to fight? Ready.
Here we go, third round of this championship fight.
Beautiful defensive skills on display.
Oh! Big shots exchanged. Huge connection by him there.
He needs to get on his bicycle, John. He needs to get into space so that he doesn't get finished. Big right hand.
Another strike to the body, really starting to pile up these body shots here in the latter stages of this fight. You didn't see a lot of that in the earlier rounds, making up for lost time here. Oh, Diaz has got a nasty bruise starting to appear on that left side. We'll keep an eye on it. Could pay dividends later.
Take it for a ride. Nice double leg, nice finish.
working out of side control here. His opponent trying to control posture, but you got to be careful here. Well, that swelling, folks, is not from sodium. That is from a serious ground and pound attack from his opponent.
Oh, nice.
Takes his back now. We have crossed the midpoint of this one. All right, we'll see if he can apply pressure inside his opponent's guard here, DC. Well, not ideal to spend this much time on the bottom, but you can't fault him for his activity. Landing strikes here from the bottom. Nice work by Diaz. Posture's up now. Oh, and delivers. Huge punch to the head there. All right, dominant position here. He's got the full mount. A lot of different ways he can go here. Maybe try to find an arm bar or just get the ground and pound. Oh, heavy shots raining down. That's it. Khamzat Chimaev, one and done.
Holy smokes.
So no judges needed tonight as he pounds him out for the TKO. I'm hoping I get an invite to the after party. All right, let's get you some replays now. Certainly a lot for our replay guys to work with in the truck. This was a clinic tonight in terms of mixed martial arts acumen in every realm of the game.
And once he got to the top, he started to land brutal ground and pound until the fight was called off. Just a dominant performance from the top position.
Bruce Buffer now with the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean has called a stop to this contest at 3 minutes, 38 seconds of round number 3. Declaring the winner by TKO, and still the undisputed UFC welterweight champion of the world, Khamzat Chimaev.
All right, so it goes into the books as a TKO win for Khamzat Chimaev. Certainly a happy corner after that performance, and now we'll see what they do with him moving forward, but a performance that deserves to be celebrated.
Absolutely. They should celebrate this. I mean, it's hard when you have a guy like Khamzat who's a perfectionist.
Right.
He wants to show out every single time. Tonight he showed out. He dominated and won a fight in a way that he almost called by getting his TKO. He's an amazing fighter, and I'm excited to see what the future brings for Khamzat.
Yeah, he says he wants to stay active. There are a lot of different directions in which the promotion can go. We'll see who's next for Khamzat Chimaev, but tonight, his opposition couldn't pass the test.
Baby face and a white gold tooth cap. I treat the waiter nice, she loved that. I mix the blueberry pie with cognac. It's not what I wear, it's how I rock that. If I can buy that twice, I'll cut that. Sweet 110, spot that, chop that. Tryna lock me, I can tell her it's not that. I'll fuss with it, he say, she say. Getting no delay, run it like relay, bro. You ain't got it like this. Henny in my car park, see straight. Big fur jacket from eBay, looking timeless. I gotta let my skin fade marinate. We gotta toast up, celebrate. Everyone scream next up, but I'm the #1 candidate. I'm a #1 like you say, set pay. Used to kick boot on the estate back then. T90s with the Levi's matching. Rips in the denim, that's classic. Beats get wrapped like Futamaki, that's a sushi roll. I'm a young CEO, gotta do as you're told. Gotta act your stack, gotta play your role.
Well, some would argue that the former champion Petr Yan is the greatest fighter in UFC history to have actually lost 3 fights in a row. This man has either been champion or #1 contender for much of his UFC career. He's got that hand and eye shell. He's one of the best boxers in the UFC, and if you are looking for a boxer to cross over to the sport of boxing in this era of super fights and realize success, you could do a whole lot worse than Petr Yan. He doesn't really have much interest in that right now. He wants to get back to undisputed greatness, and he's got a good opportunity in this matchup tonight to do just that. Petr Yan has stepped into the octagon. This time he wants to leave with that championship belt. So here is a man who is ubiquitously regarded as the greatest bantamweight of all time. He'll tell you he built this division, and DC, I know he's not here to pick a fight with you right now, but this legacy of Dominick Cruz is really exceptional.
It is unbelievable what Dominick Cruz has accomplished over the course of his career. Not a guy that people thought would go down in history as one of the greatest bantamweights of all time. He's not a guy that has a laundry list of accomplishments before he got to mixed martial arts. But he's a guy that is unmatched in his preparation, and a guy that has a will and a desire to win that no one, and I say no one, can match. You come from the commentary table where Dom's constantly yelling at me.
Right.
To in the octagon, Dominick Cruz wants to be the winner.
And injury-wise, no fighter has dealt with more adversity than Dominick Cruz, who still believes at one point or another before his career is said and done, he will be belted yet again. All right, so here's the former UFC and WEC bantamweight champion, Dominick Cruz. Most people believe, DC, this is the best 135-pound fighter of all time. Injuries have been a big part of the narrative. Missed all of 2012, all of 2013, 15, 17, and 18. Nice to see Cruz making the walk here tonight.
Yes, and as a fan of the sport, you're always excited when Dominick is not dealing with all those injuries and all these setbacks. Could you imagine what the career of Dominick Cruz would be if he was able to compete as often and as frequently as a lot of the fighters in the UFC? Just a one-of-a-kind talent, unmatched in his preparation, footwork that no one else can ever replicate. Dominick Cruz truly belongs atop the leaderboard at the tip of your tongue when you talk about the greatest fighters of all time.
For my money, the smartest man in mixed martial arts right now, but it's his ability to apply that fight IQ on fight night that really sets him apart.
And now, 5 rounds for the undisputed UFC Bantamweight Championship of the World. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, presenting the former UFC Bantamweight Champion, Petr Yan. And now introducing the champion, fighting out of the red corner, Dominick the Dominator Cruz.
Herbert Dean's in the building. He is the 3rd man in the octagon tonight.
Good.
All right, so here's the former champion, the Russian boxer Petr Yan, ready to go for this round. This man keeps that tight guard. Gonna try to take his opponents back here, and he does.
Now he's going full mount.
Cruz is in half guard.
Big ground and pound. He's got to start throwing down.
the ground and pound has been on point tonight. Good work here by Young.
He's very accurate in the ground and pound, and it's showing because he's landing so consistently.
All right, so from being dominated to in the dominant position. Nice reversal on the ground. Nice kick landed there by Cruz. Oh, nice left hook. 2 minutes have gone by. Back and forth we go. Lands a nice straight.
He's got great kicks also. He needs to be throwing more kicks in this fight. He hasn't thrown many at all.
Jan's strike attempt there is blocked. Straight right is there. And there he goes, lands another combination. His cardio's so good that it allows him to put forth this type of output and pace.
When his opponent is done at 2, he is stringing together 4, 5, 6 more different strikes. You don't do that without having fantastic cardio.
Oh, they're trading huge shots here. We'll see who's the last man standing. Keeping busy now, connecting with those punches.
Great commitment to the kicking game.
Huge shot finds the target there.
Great shot lands. Now he's got to go find that follow-up attempt. The kill shot is what they call it to go and end the fight.
Under a minute to go. So 31 total strikes have landed for Piotr Jan. All right, so we'll see what sort of defensive response ensues here. He's taken a lot of shots upstairs, and the swelling is there to prove it.
Got to keep those hands up. Might want to employ a high guard to try to ensure that the guy's not landing on those spots, because the swelling's starting now. It's like...
Oh, he's got him hurting here. So a strong 5 minutes down. All right, there's the horn. What a round it was, DC. And, of course, the seminal moment, that big knockdown that nearly got his opponent out of there for good.
Almost finished the fight, but now he needs to reset, right? Don't rush. Go back out into the next round and just try to find that shot again. If he rushes, if he overexerts himself, he will run out of energy and put himself at risk of losing the fight.
All right, let's check out some of the action, DC, and how about the punching acumen by that fighter in that previous round?
He does not waste anything. He does not loop punches. Everything's tight. Everything's precise. He's a sniper. We always talk about how he's a sniper. He is a sniper, and it showed in that exchange that allowed him to drop his opponent.
You ready to fight? Ready.
All right, let's get to round 2. Out of range with that one.
Drives the shin into the rib. Great body kick. Good jab there by the champion. Good jab.
Cruz gets hit with a kick. Starting to do some really significant damage to the body here. Another strike lands there. How about the motor on Piotr Jan, DC? He is just in perpetual forward motion, never giving his opponent any opportunity to catch his breath. Oh, he gets the single leg takedown. Nice entry on that attempt.
Look at that. Recognize he's about to lose position.
Jan's in half guard now. Just over 3 minutes now to go. Good work from the top here by Dominic Cruz. Pretty accurate there from bottom position.
This is a terrible position.
All right, working inside the closed guard now. All right, just as we saw a few seconds ago, he finds the home for another ground and pound strike.
Beautiful punch lands there from inside the guard.
Oh, he reverses the position now. Nice work on the ground by Young. All right, side control now. Well, working pretty effectively from the top here. Nice ground and pound by Piotr Jan.
Beautiful ground strikes landed.
Good movement defensively here on the ground by Cruz.
Nice.
Side control now. Jan's back in full now.
Good round.
Stop.
Listen, it's the control and the ground that's winning this fight. He cannot handle you on the ground. You are controlling every aspect of the ground.
You ready to fight? Ready. Good.
Round 3 of a possible 5. Oh, nice jab there by Jan. Right on the button. Oh, and he lands again. Just misses with the left hook. Oh, shot to the body connects there. He hasn't really thrown too many body strikes in this fight, but now, as this fight goes on, he is not discriminating, working the body, and those shots are going to count. Well done to catch the kick. We'll see what he can do. Cruz is now switching his stance. Lands a strike there. Wild swing there. Just over 3 minutes to go in round 3.
Dig and kick.
The connection by him there. His opponent could be out of here soon, DC.
He's almost done. I mean, when you get hit with a shot like that, you don't know whether to run, hide, grab, or wrestle. He's confused. He's as confused as he was on his first test in elementary school. He ate that kick. He took that whole kick, yep.
Unable to connect there. All right, so a good job by him here. He continues to block these shots. Seems to see them coming a mile away.
He sees them coming a mile away, and he's blocking, he's rolling, he's slipping. He's doing a great job.
Well, it's all pace and pressure down the stretch. He is really lighting them up now.
Oh, nice. Nice.
Under 90 seconds to go.
What a kick. That one landed.
Oh, nice straight there by Cruz.
That's one of those shots that if you take one of them, in the night, that one landed right on the spot.
Well, it seems like there has been an opening for that overhand all night long. Let's see if he goes back to it here. Lands another strike upstairs, and for his opponent, that is certainly not going to help matters when it comes to the swelling.
He can't miss, J.A. Oh, my God.
Huge shots being landed on both sides. All right, so there's the horn at the end of the round. Thankfully for him, he will live to see another round. You saw him get knocked down near the end of the round. If there were 10 more seconds, that likely would have been the end of his night.
You were forcing the shots. Remember what we did in the gym.
All right, so a huge round for him there. Nearly had him out of there with the head kick. Did get the knockdown. Talk us through the replay.
He got the knockdown. He won the round. He did everything correct. The only thing he didn't do is finish the fight. But if he continues down the path, if he continues to do the exact same thing as he did before, he will get that finish.
You ready to fight? Ready.
Fourth round now. Fight scheduled for 5 5-minute rounds. All right, so here we go. Fourth round is underway. What is the fighter's mentality when you enter the... Oh, huge strike lands there, and somehow his opponent's chin held up.
His opponent's chin held up, but you do not want to be on the receiving end of those types of strikes. That one was supposed to end the fight.
Yep. Oh, he lands the Superman punch. How about it? Unable to connect with the right hand there.
Oh, nice.
Well, not only is he... Oh!
He's hurt. Enters in on the double leg. Just over 3 minutes to go now. Cruz's right torso starting to bruise pretty good here. Takedown defense holds up. Just misses with the right. Well, straight right hand has been a good weapon for him. He misses with it there. All right, time to hit the Sunoco station. Both of these fighters are on empty. This looks like when I played video games as a 7-year-old. When I didn't know nothing but button mashing. You two guys have button mashed to the point that neither one of you can find a knockout. You better hope your parents are walking through and watch you guys do that fatigue. This is embarrassing. Learn to play the game.
Well, you know this is the hurt business, and both guys are compromised at this stage of the fight.
Yeah, both guys are compromised. Both guys have been beat up. Both guys have done a great job of landing, recognizing what they wanted to get done, and it's showing. This is a very evenly matched fight.
How's his opponent still standing?
I mean, I have no idea. This fight is supposed to be over. And it might not be over now, but it's going to be over very soon.
Oh, big left. Well, I'm no fighter, but if I rock a guy to that extent,
Oh! Oh!
10 seconds remaining here in round 4. Just before the final horn, you can classify that as saved by the bell. All right, there's the end of the round. We'll show you some of the highlights. It must feel pretty damn good to knock a man down like that.
It feels good to knock a man down, and most times you don't even feel it. It's the ones that you don't even recognize that landed hard are the ones that usually put your opponent out. It landed right on the sweet spot, and he hurt his opponent very badly. What a great way of mixing up his attack. He didn't stay the course. He mixed it up. He went high with him, low, and now he's got him hurt very badly.
Oh, huge left.
Oh, body shot.
Rock him, sock him, down the stretch they go.
Oh!
Oh, he smells blood in the water. Got to start looking for the finish here. Huge block there.
Nice right hand by the champ, yeah.
He does everything so well, and he's so calm. He's so calm in the face of such a big spot.
Oh, big right. Oh, he's in real trouble now.
Ah, that jab hurt him.
And just inches away from landing one of those big right hands. Well, you can feel that breeze octagon side after the swing and a miss by Petr Yan.
When you're in the clinch, you go to the body. That's an investment. You keep on putting that money away with every single body shot. Massive hook lands, and his opponent seems to be on his way out of the fight. Oh!
All right, full guard now, DC.
And for the guy on top, he needs to build posture or just go to the next position, start shoving that knee through, trying to get the half guard, which in turn will lead to more opportunities for advancement. But if you're on the bottom, you need to be anticipating. You need to be framing. You need to be moving, looking for opportunities to either reverse the position or get back to your feet.
Yan's in half guard. 45 seconds remain in the round. All right, so now blood is a factor. You see that he has been opened up in that eye area.
Yeah, he's got hit in the eye, and now there's a cut. But it's nothing to worry about too much now. But he's got to be very careful with it as we go forward.
Continuing to stay busy here on the ground. Cruz is back in full mount.
Stop.
All right, so they came in unquestionably the two best in the world in this division, and they showed you exactly why here tonight. A lot of people may think the challenger did enough. For me, slight lean to the champion to retain his title.
I agree with you, John. I thought the champion did just enough to keep his belt. And this has nothing to do with you got to beat the champ to get the belt. No, the champion outworked him in the big spots, and he should retain his title.
We'll see how the judges saw it. Here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 5 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for a decision. All 3 judges score this contest 48-47. Declaring the winner by unanimous decision, and still the undisputed UFC bantamweight champion of the world, Dominic the Dominator Cruz.
All right, so a fight that had a little bit of everything goes to Dominic Cruz by way of decision. Nice to see him still getting it done at this stage of his career.
Dominic Cruz is the greatest bantamweight of all time. And he goes out there and shows that over a long fight, you can rely on that championship experience gained over the course of his title runs, earns another massive decision victory.
we go way beyond skies the limit. And you know who we are. We shooting for the moon and land on the stars. Let us land on the stars. Let us land on the stars. Let us land on the stars. We about to do it real big like out of this world. And we taking it far. Shooting for the moon and land on the stars. Let us land on the stars.
You think this outrageous? At this point, you don't see I'm one of the greatest. Played a long time up in the league with the majors. In every history book, they had a couple more. By the way, I take them through stages. On different levels, keep the way you read in the pages. Regardless, I'm a lover, I don't care how they hate. That's just no matter how they try, see they can never replace. I live my life bold and courageous. I live my life bold and courageous. I live my life bold and courageous. Because you know that I'm coming to save us as we go.
Floyd Mayweather talks a lot about hard work and dedication, and that has been the root of this light heavyweight contender getting back to a championship fight. We'll see what he does with it here tonight, James.
He's a grinder, John, and you knew that he would get back here. You knew that he would find a way to put himself right back on the verge of becoming the man. He has seen it before. He has done it. He has been here. He recognizes and knows that the changes necessary were done in the gym. He's ready, prepared, he's sure. He knows in his mind that by the end of the night, he's holding championship.
And there was a time when this division was top heavy. Now the top 15 is absolutely loaded. He has emerged out of that pack. We'll see if he becomes the new champion here tonight. Folks, does not get a whole lot bigger nor better than this. UFC light heavyweight championship fight is upon us, and all eyes are on the incumbent as he makes this walk for his latest title defense.
He is walking once again as the light heavyweight champion of the world. The UFC's glamour division long has this been viewed as the division with the most talented guys, because you're not quite heavyweight, you're just right underneath. This guy is a champion in the highest order. He has defended this belt time and time again, and he intends to extend that streak tonight.
Yeah, it wasn't all that long ago that this belt was vacant. It was changing hands seemingly every other title fight. Now this man is holding it down and looking to dispose of another challenger properly tonight. John Bones Jones. And he finds himself in another big spot here tonight. All right, now let's get you our tail of the tape for this light heavyweight championship fight. Here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the co-main event of the evening. It's time! And now, 5 rounds for the undisputed UFC Light Heavyweight Championship of the World. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, Quinton Rampage Jackson! And now introducing the champion, fighting out of the red corner. Ladies and gentlemen, he is the former UFC Light Heavyweight Champion, John Bones Jones!
Herb Dean, our referee for this one. All right, so we get another look at John Bones Jones here tonight. He immediately takes the center of the octagon. We'll see if he goes to the striking here early. We know he can also grapple with the best of them, but an obvious reach advantage yet again for John Bones Jones tonight. 84.5 inches in reach, something that is very difficult for opponents to counter. Back to his patented kicks here, but just out of range. Well, John Jones showing you some of those new weapons here tonight. Mike Littlejohn is always fond of saying you don't see 30% of what Johnny Bones is able to do in the gym. And with every passing fight, start to show you new wrinkles, new weapons in that arsenal.
I give one, I take one. You give one, you take one. That's how this fight is being played out.
A little single collar tie there.
Big body kick. Right back in the clinch. A little bit of backhand to get very active.
Stuffs that takedown attempt without issue. Under 3 minutes now to go in the round. Nicely timed kick to the body for the champion. That punch was deflected. Nicely done.
Oh! Oh, man, he's hurt.
Oh! Back to the left hand now. Unable to connect.
He's got the single collar tie.
Missed with that right hand. Oh, he tags him with the straight hand there. Nice job by Rampage.
Another right hand landed.
All right, he engages in the single collar tie. Big knee lands there. Oh!
Oh, uppercut.
Keep moving forward. Big land there. Oh, nice combination there. He is just killing with volume.
Jab, right hand. Body shot, kicks. What a masterful show of different techniques and ability to throw a combination.
Oh, I guess the takedown late in the round here. That's a way to... Jones is trying to lock up on a submission now. Oh, compromising spot here. Triangle choke is locked in. Ten seconds now to go in the round. Posture's up now. That's a vicious head strike. How'd he take it? Second round, straight ahead.
Nice job mixing up our strikes. Those leg kicks are really starting to pay off. Keep chopping him down. Throwing a leg kick.
All right, a lot of tremendous striking action in that last round, DC. I know you don't have a telestrator, but take us through the replay.
I would love to have my telestrator right now. That was a great display of high-level mixed martial arts striking. Both combatants stood toe-to-toe and let it all hang out.
You ready to fight? Ready.
Second round underway. All right, so as this next round gets underway, hopefully the good action we saw in the last round will continue. Both fighters certainly had their ups and downs, both got the offense going, but now we'll see if one fighter or the other can really take control of what has been a very close fight thus far.
Oh, nice. You don't really stand after you take a head kick like this. That is such toughness to even be on his feet right now.
Well, he rocked him, but couldn't finish him.
He rocked him, he hurt him bad. He couldn't find that one shot to close the door. Could not shut the lights off, and now he's tasked with trying to find that shot again. Oh, nice takedown defense.
Now some spacing as they exit the finish. Under 3 minutes here to go in the round. Well, he's really picked up the pace here in round two. Much more aggressive now here and starting to find himself in the pocket. He's lucky his head's still attached to his body.
The last time I saw an uppercut like that, it was Overeem versus Ngannou. And you know they still haven't found Alistair Overeem's head.
All right, so he's landed a few big uppercuts already in DC. I know you're in the prediction business. You think he's going to set it up again here?
I am certain he's going to try and set that up again. Expect it to come off of the left hook, because off the left hook, don't anticipate the next punch coming right up the middle. He's real good at trying to find that shot.
Forward, forward, forward.
He's hurt bad.
Oh, he might be out.
Oh.
Tried to land the punch, but a swing and a miss by Rampage. All right, now we got some blood, ladies and gentlemen. It looks as though that shot has cut him open.
Now we're in a fight.
Let's go.
Now we're in a fight, John. I mean, you got the blood flowing. Guys got a cut. Let's see how this fight plays out going forward.
30 seconds to go in round two. Well, he keeps going back to the well with that left hand, just out of range.
Big shot lands for both guys.
Stuffs the takedown, no problem. Round three next. All right, so there's the end of the round. You see the blood trickling down as he makes his way back to the stool. Cut on the bridge of the nose, or so it appears from the strike in that round. Cut man getting right to work. All right, so there's the end of the round. He stayed committed to doing damage upstairs and landed a seminal blow in that round.
It was accumulation of those strikes. He kept hitting him over and over to the head. Eventually, he found the one that really did damage his opponent.
You ready to fight? Ready. Good.
Round three of a possible 5. Well, you didn't see a lot of the body work from him in the earlier rounds, but he's certainly getting after it here. Big shot to the body connects there. We'll see if he can follow it up.
Set it up a little bit better for me, okay?
Oh, strong hook to the head there by Rampage.
Over and over, he is landing punches to the head. When he gets close, he throws, he lands.
Just misses there with the left. Well, that blow is fauceting from that cut with each strike landed, and he continues to effectively target that area.
You know, we are talking about a guy with a super high fight IQ. So when you give him that blood, that crimson red is nothing more than something that inspires him to continue doing what he's doing. So you have got to change something. You got to get your head moving so you're not taking too much damage to that cut.
Oh, picture perfect shot there, DC, and one more of those, he might be out.
I mean, the fight is going to be over. I can't believe he's still standing. That shot landed perfect.
A swing and a miss by Rampage Jackson. Well, this is exactly the sense of urgency you're looking for. Try to take the judges out of it. He is lighting them up now. And a miss with the right hook.
Let's go. Let's go.
He's hurt bad here. Good right hand.
Straight right hand, no good. Oh, he lands a huge knee to the body. Nice defense to block the elbow.
Big knee lands to the body.
Effective strike there by Rampage. Oh, and he finally gets the takedown now. So what do they say? Try again.
If at first you don't succeed, you try again. And this guy is the poster boy for that saying, because he shot many takedown attempts and he finally has secured one.
Really maximizing his shots here on the ground. That's 3 rounds. We're now headed to the championship rounds. All right, there's the horn. The round is over. He stunned his opponent there. Clearly, big round from John Jones. All right, so there's the horn signifying the end of the round. A stunner there with the head strike midway through. Nearly got him out of there for good.
Almost got him out of there. He hurt him badly. He had his opponent hurt real bad. Now his opponent's walking back to his corner. Everybody looks confused. They don't know what they're supposed to do to try to change the way that this fight is going.
Jackson gets hit by that leg kick. May not be a bad idea to start to check some of these. All right, so here we go. You can feel the tension. 4th round. How about the accuracy to land right there? His opponent's wobble champ.
He's hurt bad. He cannot take another shot like that.
All right, so another nice strike to the thigh, some bruising starting to develop, and that could render his opponent a one-legged fighter here down the line.
And it'll take some time. It'll take some time when you land it there. But trust me, when you can dead that leg with those leg kicks, you can really start to see your opponent having difficulties moving. Right now, we're at step 1.
Always busy here in the clinch, lands a nice punch there.
Now some separation.
Takedown defense is there. Jackson's eye is closing up. Still plenty of time with which to work here, round 4.
That was a big check.
Trying to go to the body now with the kick. That one misses. Beautifully timed and placed kick there by Rampage Jackson.
This is big. That's big. He's brutalizing him with the ground. This fight is close to being done.
Well, he's going to enjoy watching this one back. Let's take a look at the replay of the knockout just a moment ago.
It was right hand after right hand after right hand. Finally, he found the one that hit the exact sweet spot that ended his opponent's night.
We go to Bruce Buffer for the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean has called a stop to this contest at 2 minutes, 42 seconds of round number 4. Declaring the winner by knockout and still the undisputed UFC light heavyweight champion of the world, Jon Bones Jones!
All right, so Jon Jones back on the proving ground here tonight and adding to his appreciable legacy as he gets it done by knockout.
He did a great job of setting up his strikes that ultimately led to him finding one that ends the night. Jon Jones is one of the greatest fighters of all time. Part of it is due to his mind. Tonight, his mind was on full display as he set the traps he needed in order to get this knockout victory.
And if you were listening to what he was saying during Fight Week, he essentially called his shot, predicted the knockout. No TKO tonight. It is Johnny Bones Jones by KO.
Nobody do it better than me, not incredibly. I do this shit competitively, uneditably. These falling silent when I walk up in the building. Worry about their future like I'm here to snatch their children. Fuck, that line was brilliant. How I'm not already in the millions. Am I not the picture of resilience? Why they test my patience? Hyping all this lame shit. No one got a brain, they just be liking all the same shit. Is this what the fuck I'm in on in the street games, bitch? I'm convinced that nobody is speaking my language. I'ma get it, so listen close when I say this. After every word, I know my still stainless. I can make a dope fiend go cocaine-less, cause everything I wrote gon' smoke so dangerous. I can make an Einstein hoe feel brainless, but look on the bright side, hope yield changes. I'ma get it started, please give me a pardon, cause this the type of beat that get the whole crowd marching. Time to shut it down, we made the whole town Spartan. I'm from outer space, so all my homegirls Martian. It's about to get critical, this moment is pivotal. Here to feed the streets, they say my influence umbilical. We gon' make it grimy, then go get behind me. Told you I'm the best, I done said it with my chest, so for real nobody try me. And I say, one for the money and two for the love. We the new era, so fuck whoever may feel they above. Live in delusion, that's an illusion, it's absent of drugs. Keep it together, don't act like you didn't know what it was. I'm on a whole nother planet, I'm about to show you, goddammit. This wouldn't work if we planned it, meaning you won't understand it. We have to reach like it's Saturn, this feel like splitting an atom. We got involved with the pattern, so now we up and we at 'em. Watch out for my evolution, fuck around and start a revolution. I am more than a being, bitch, I'm an institution. If I gotta reiterate, that's where I'ma lose it. It's my world and I'm generous in that job peruse it. How obnoxious, she ain't got a conscience. She's okay with being a little absurd and pompous. That's because I kill it, then stick around just to haunt it. Waiting on my thank you, be grateful that I would even let you watch this. Look at your neighbor and check it. We bout to march, so if you not get to stepping. I done told you who I am, but I'm a force to be reckoned with. I think just be mad because my voice is so decadent. I'm setting the precedent, no mistakes and no accident. We ignoring the standard set cause our lowest is passionate. This alone is a classic hit. I'm a verb amongst adjectives. If the industry full of shit, then my words is a laxative. I'm a maniac on these beats, I'm insane and it's not discreet. I'm enraged because y'all ain't see it. I'm spraying on every street, entertaining no whack opinion. Who's saying we not elite? I'm rolling Balenciagas, I'm changing into my cleats. It's go time, it's showtime. I ain't calling down until this place is a ghost town. Tired of the faking, fuck, we bringing back Motown. No staring, this go around. I'm taking no prisoners, so go Paris.
So here he is, Khabib Nurmagomedov. His future in all likelihood is in the UFC Hall of Fame, but his present is this fight right now, once again taking on a fellow top 10, 155.
And when you've done everything that Khabib has done, that's all you see, is the best the business has to offer. Yeah. And after the McGregor fight, his star shined more brightly than he ever could have imagined. I know how humble Khabib is. I know how much he loves to live in privacy. Right. I understand that, but when you beat a Conor McGregor in the way that he did, he became an international icon, and it shows as you watch him in his pursuits of just opportunities and everything. But nothing is available to Khabib if he does not take care of business in this octagon. And every time he steps foot there, he does exactly that. One of the most dominant fighters the UFC has ever seen.
Going into that Conor McGregor fight, UFC 229, October of 2018, had about 4 million Instagram followers. Yes. How about 15 million? You got some catching.
I mean, the next day, he was up to 10. It was unbelievable. That's what happens when you fight Conor McGregor, and you beat him.
Most lightweights say, top to bottom, the toughest matchup for them in this division is Khabib Nurmagomedov. We'll see how it goes for him. Well, you can argue this is the single hardest belt in the UFC to defend. The UFC's lightweight division has long been a murderer's row, and this champion's latest challenger looks like he could come through and get the answer.
We were talking to him the other day, and I asked him about the fight with DC. Nothing surprised me, because every time I go in there, I fight in this area. I understand my opponent's good, but I'm the champion of the world, and I intend to stay that way.
I'm the champ, Kobe Stamp, the best. Nigga be switching sides, they like this. I'm the king, Kobe Stamp, yeah, man. This is fucking good.
And I'm going to prove it in a big way.
Push the brake, push the back.
Our tale of the tape for this lightweight championship fight. We send it inside the octagon. Bruce Buff.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the co-main event of the evening. For the undisputed UFC Lightweight Championship of the World. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, Khabib the Eagle Nurmagomedov. And now introducing the champion, fighting out of the red corner, Charles Dopont.
Herb Dean, our referee for this one. All right, here we go with two of the greatest lightweight champions in UFC history, Charles Oliveira and Khabib Nurmagomedov, and given the lands the flying knee. Now a kick to the body. Oh, that's a beautiful strike there by Khabib. Don't call him a one-trick pony.
Don't call him a one-trick pony, John, because he isn't. He is a guy that is able to mix everything else inside the octagon.
Early round action here, Charles Oliveira pressing forward, guard high, in constant pursuit of his fight.
Yeah, classic Muay Thai, man. Lifting that knee to draw to reaction, and if you give him too big a reaction, he will start you with that beautiful left hook. The guy is a tremendous power, and he sets up his strikes like not many guys in the UFC, or not many people in the UFC.
Just missed with the left there. Oh, he's got the single collar locked in the clinch now. Too easy. Khabib Nurmagomedov gets the early takedown. Opposition knew it was coming, unable to stop it as usual.
Well, he'll tell you. He'll tell you that he's going to take you down, and he has so many ways of getting to that takedown. He's as good as they come in terms of setting him up, and right away he gets the fight exactly where he needs it to be.
All right, take your time, relax.
That was nice.
Please. Move and relax for me.
We have crossed the midpoint here in our opening round. All right, we'll see how he chooses to defend here. Making all these shots count.
Oh, right into mouth. He's got to be careful here.
Pretty good work with the ground and pound here by Nurmagomedov. Nicely done there as he forces the miss from his opponent. Oh, another huge ground strike landed by him there. How much more can one man take? Can't get it. Good awareness by the defensive fighter. All right, he's trying to control posture here. Now trying to hip escape.
He's just trying to move out of this position off the bottom.
Well, as usual, suffocating work from the top here by Nurmagomedov. Another ground and pound strike lands. Not there yet, but might get the submission here shortly. The ground strikes continue to pile up. Now potentially working on a submission instead. Oh, that Von Flue choke is tight. Oh, submission defense on full display there.
He said that he was very aware of what this guy brought to the octagon, and it showed in that defense.
All right, here, final seconds of round one. Well, this is a tough fighter to buck off. Very good pressure and work here by Oliveira. Round two next.
He beat you up that round. You're all right. You're going to get back out there and put it on him now. It's a little payback time. You got to get aggressive. They're confident over there.
All right, there's the horn, and what a round it was. DC, take us through the replays.
Punch after punch. He landed him at will. He went right at his opponent, got in his face, and showed, this is my octagon. We are going to dance to the beat of my tune.
All right, folks, here we go, round two. Charles Du Bronx Oliveira and Khabib Nurmagomedov. Early right hand gets through for Du Bronx. Oh, big hook, that'll stand. All right, so we didn't see any takedown attempts from the BJJ player in round one, and as yet, he still hasn't attempted to take this fight to the ground.
Very surprising approach by this guy. He's so good on the ground. I would have expected him to try to get it to the ground earlier in the fight, but as we go on, it's starting to become very clear that that is not the game plan tonight.
Well, the ground and pound is there once again. Strong work here by Nurmagomedov. Again, not much defense there. Another ground strike gets through. All right, north-south position now, DC. We'll see how he chooses to advance from here. Oliveira's going for a choke. Oh, that looks tight to me. It's locked in. Oh, he got out.
Nice shots landing from the top position. Another ground and pound strike lands for this man.
And now he's got the back. Might be a submission attempt here, champ.
I mean, you cannot sit in a full guard. When you sit in the full guard, you give these guys so many opportunities.
Well, hard to win fights in mixed martial arts from the bottom, but nice work here in that position by Oliveira. Oh, good ground and pound here. Oh, and he moves into half guard. The guard pass is starting to pile up.
Right away, he takes the far side underhook. Look for damage from the top to come now. Great defense by this fighter.
Good work, guys.
Lands the ground and pound strike here.
Another strike gets through from the top position.
Oh, these ground strikes are just brutal. Under a minute now to go, round two.
Oh.
The ground. Oh, huge elbow. Oh, heavy shots continue to rain down. All right, he's got the full mount now. Is this one of the most dominant positions in MMA? Is that fair to say?
It's a very dominant position. It's one of the most ideal positions you can get to, especially if you're fighting someone that doesn't truly understand that they're not in as much danger as they are, because it's dangerous, but there are a lot of outs, and if a person isn't very understanding of that, then you can really, really put some damage on them.
All right, let's get you some pictures from that previous round, DC. A lot of good work with the ground and pound striking.
Yeah, he was able to control posture, get himself postured up, land big ground and pound as he ended the round. What a great finish to a fantastic round.
You ready to fight? You ready? Let's do it.
All right, here we go with this third round of this championship fight. Nice 1-2 there. Oh, gotta keep pressing here.
Oh, big elbow.
Nurmagomedov's in half guard.
There it is. Now he's going to mount.
Relentless pressure from the top by Nurmagomedov. Oliveira's cheek looks like it's cut here, starting to bleed a little bit now. Well, the ground and pound has been on point tonight. Good work here by Nurmagomedov.
Side control is pretty safe there.
Well, you know, I don't like the gi very much, but I have an appreciation and a healthy one for these type of transitions.
You can tell he's been in a gi at some point in his life, the way that he moves so freely.
I'm skipping jiu-jitsu next week, too. Oh, I don't know. That heel hook looks tight.
Going very hard to try to finish this fight by heel hook. He has got to secure the leg and keep the hips past the knee. How in the world did he escape that submission?
Champ, look at that redness underneath his elbow. A lot of those strikes to the body starting to pile up.
Getting beat up and being smart enough to not be headhunting the entire time. I like this. I like this approach.
Nurmagomedov's in half guard.
He's doing a really good job putting himself in position.
All right, close guard now. You got to be careful, though. He's got a lot of submissions off his back. Lands with the ground and pound here. Nurmagomedov's got a bruise starting to appear on that right side of his body now. Oh, good technique there. He's got the triangle choke locked in. You gotta be kidding me. How good is his submission?
This dude is constantly dodging bullets, Jay.
Well, defense doesn't always win championships in MMA, but how about the submission defense tonight, thwarting one attempt after the next?
Yeah, and the fact that he's just constantly under attack tells you he was very prepared for the type of fighter that he was in front of. He knew there would be some submissions coming his way. He was ready to defend them, and he has done that beautifully.
Oh, he's got his back. Final seconds of round 3. All right, 3 rounds down, potentially 2 more to go. We are headed to the championship rounds. All right, so that's the end of the round. Potential adversity here. He's got a cut on his cheek sustained from that strike in the round. Now the focus becomes maximizing these 60 seconds, shutting that cut and preventing it from becoming a major factor here moving forward. All right, replay truck has been kept busy tonight as we get you some clips from that previous round, and maybe we can even isolate the strike that opened his cheek up.
I mean, a cut on your cheek, while it's in a better spot, it is still so hard to deal with. Every time that gets hit, it hurts so bad. He's going to have to move his head here.
4th round, fight scheduled for 5 5-minute rounds. All right, so here we go with our 4th round of a possible 5, and a lot of fighters change up their training camp when they're fighting 5 rounds versus 2.
Yeah, you got to change it up. You have to mix things up.
Oh, man!
Nice level change.
Oh, he might have that submission locked in.
Tight submission locked in. Darsho seems to be very close to being finished.
Oh, he's out! Good work from the top here by Nurmagomedov. Oliveira's eye is starting to swell shut. Oh, there's another ground strike for good measure. Well, anytime you are in a ground fighting situation with this fighter, you're potentially playing with fire. Wow, all things considered, pretty good shot from bottom position. All
All right, north-south position now. We'll see who transitions first. A lot of top pressure being applied here as he works out of side control. Oh, he's got the Kimura position locked in now. Now he's out. The fight's going to continue.
Oh, my goodness. I thought it was over. I thought this fight was over.
Oh, compromising spot here. Triangle choke is locked in. Oh, somehow he gets out. Fantastic submission, D.
All these actions, though, these big actions got to wear on the gas tank of both guys.
Oliveira getting worked here from the top. Let's see if he goes for a sweep to try to get back to his feet. Oh, you gotta love the ground and pound strikes here.
Oh, good defense, yes.
And there it is, another strike on the ground, gets through. Khabib's back in half guard. Ooh, submission attempts in bunches tonight.
I think he's got it, it's deep. Submission defense on the slope.
Side control.
Great defense by the defensive fighter. You can't take all those unanswered strikes. They don't have to be that damaging.
Yeah.
You just gotta move.
Oh, big shots from the top. Oh, his ground and pound is on full display here tonight. Showing off that leg dexterity and flexibility. Rubber guard now.
I mean, it's unbelievable to watch these guys who are able to bring the legs all the way up around the shoulders and just control you. Because to me personally, and I'm no jiu-jitsu expert, to me personally, it feels like this is a position to really just slow everything down. Are there submissions? Yes. But the ideal thing in this position is to slow you down from damaging and really just make you feel more in danger than you really are.
Struck you that last round. We need to be smarter. Technically, you're a better striker than he is. I need you to move around more. Use your distance. Use your range.
All right, let's look back at some of the action, DC. A huge round, particularly when it came to that liver strike that really buckled his opponent.
It buckled his opponent bad. I'm surprised that the guy's still standing. I don't know exactly what his corner can do to try to bring him back. When you take those types of strikes, you generally don't recover fast. Let's see what they do to try to bring him back.
Oh, lands another beautiful strike to the body, really starting to connect at will when it comes to working the body, and especially effective doing it later in this fight. Didn't see a lot of that from him in the earlier rounds. Now he gets a more dominant position with the underhook.
He is going to start to drive these over and over. You got to be careful here. You got to move.
So Khabib Nurmagomedov at his methodical best tonight and gets another takedown record.
Khabib is one of those guys that will tell you what he's going to do, and he will go and he will do it. And right now that's being shown to be true, because time and time again, he is securing takedowns on his opponent.
Oh, and there it is. Was only a matter of time. That ground strike has cut him open. All right, into full guard here, DC. I know you don't like hanging out here for too long.
No, you don't want to stay there. Too much of a submission threat. You got to pass.
Under 3 minutes remain in round 5. And busy as he looks to improve position here.
You've got to start to get to the get-up process. Because everybody talks like you just get up, you don't. It's a process, right? You get to the underhook, you build to the elbow, then you start to gain height to get back to your feet.
All right, so he earned respect from his opponent early on with the power, and Oliveira's going for a choke here. Oh, that looks tight. Oh, that's got to be it. Oh, I thought he was going to go out. Instead, he escapes and reverses.
He didn't go out, he got out. Great job defensively by the fighter.
All right, half guard position here. We'll see what he can do with it. A lot of weapons at his disposal from this dominant position.
Oh, man. I feel for a wrestler.
Oh, in good position to rip off a Kimura here. Oh, he's got the Kimura locked in.
Knee on belly. He's going after that cut over and over again, and every time he lands, the cut gets worse.
All right, he's got him in the north-south position now, DC. We'll see if the crowd can be mature about this.
Yes, they have to be mature about the fact that this is a real fighting position, and the guy on top has a lot of opportunities to finish. If he's going to attack this north-south choke, he's got to drive that shoulder deep into his neck, really start to sink his weight away.
Oh, and there's the final horn. We go to the scorecards. One of the greatest fights that we have seen all year. The official decision is now in. It resides with Bruce Buffer.
We go to the judges' scorecards for a decision. All three judges score the contest 50-45. Declaring the winner by unanimous decision and new UFC lightweight champion of the world, Khabib the Eagle Nurmagomedov.
All right, so judges' scorecards needed. Not often the case when Khabib Nurmagomedov competes, but he gets it done by decision and keeps that O in the loss column.
And if you want to win a decision, you want it to look like this. You want it to look dominant. He looked dominant tonight in all areas of mixed martial arts. There is no question who's going to get their hand raised tonight when they get to the center of the octagon.
Showing, but I question every move I make before I keep going. Looking in the mirror, see my future, and I'm that bitch. Conversations with my mom, like, mama, we gon' be rich. First I gotta make it through the wilderness. Already got a hit list, and once I start shooting, bet I don't miss. Small town girl, Hunterville with some big dreams. It's just the beginning, but I like to introduce me. 'Cause I've been all by my lonely. That's why I don't never have enough ammo to kill me. I've been rejected, disrespected more than a couple times. I gave my heart out to that who would only cross the line, but I double back and come out better every single time. Said they want the army, but she's dead and gone. Don't hear my line. Like a switch, I turn my emotions off. I always give back everything they think I lost. I might even stumble a little bit, but I never fall. He can say he love me, but in the end they can kick rocks. Never be respected the love. I gave all I can, it wasn't enough. Been betrayed so many times, who can I trust? It gets lonely when it's just me and my thoughts. It gets lonely on the way to the top. Everyone I knew started falling off, but I thank God for every single loss. 'Cause even in the dark I see the light beyond. Yeah, yeah. He just wanna live life with me. He just wanna take time with me. He wanna be the one with the key to my heart, baby. No, it can be real tricky when I don't know who got that real love for me. Wherever I go, my past knocking at the door, begging for me to hold on. No, see the past something I can't change, but the present is a gift. That's the gateway to the future that I've been praying for someday. When I get it, swear nobody gonna take it away. No, 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 no. It's time for yourself.
right, so here is Sean Strickland, no longer the champion, but still one of the best 185-pounders in the world. He's got that high guard and outstanding boxing style. That says nothing of the Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu black belt that he hasn't had to lean upon in recent big-time UFC fights. But this man is known for having outstanding cardio. He lives in the gym. He is a born fighter. And unlike a lot of men and women on this fight night, he loves fight night. He is able to channel those nerves in the proper way. And all eyes are on Sean Strickland in another massive spot here tonight. All right, so Israel Adesanya obviously was mashing through the middleweight division until his rival Alex Pineda showed up. But as he gets back on the proving ground here tonight, DC, most people believe on any given Saturday night, this is still the best middleweight in the world.
Well, he's proven it time and time again. He has been the man for so long, it would seem hard for him not to operate in that space. But because he believes in himself, because he recognizes who he is, he takes wins and losses as good as anyone I've ever seen. But when it comes down to the X's and the O's, the guy and his fight ability, Israel Adesanya is as good as they come. A phenomenal kickboxer in much improved wrestling that allows for him to stay upright and make guys fight him when he needs him to.
Really seems as though he is getting closer to that mixed martial arts prime, to your point, in terms of putting all the skills together. Israel Adesanya, the last style bender, back in the octagon here tonight. Our tale of the tape for this middleweight championship fight. Here once more, Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's time! 5 rounds for the undisputed UFC middleweight championship of the world. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, ladies and gentlemen, presenting the former UFC middleweight champion of the world, Sean Strickland. And now, introducing the champion, fighting out of the red corner, Israel, the last style bender, Adesanya.
All right, Herb Dean, our referee for this one, just about to get underway. Well, Israel Adesanya, as hot a prospect as has crossed into the UFC in years. He is known as an outstanding kickboxer, and as such, a lot of his UFC opponents are going to try to take him down, as his past victims will attest. That is a whole lot easier said than done. There's that counter game of Israel Adesanya in full effect early in this fight.
He's so long, and he does such a great job of seeing and picking up reads of when you're going to attack. The moment you enter is he hits you with those counter shots, and he really makes you pay for trying to engage him in the fight.
Oh, beautiful jab by him there, really taking advantage of what is an obvious edge and reach. All right, so 1 minute into the fight, and I'm not sure these fighters realize that we got 3 or 5 rounds tonight.
No feeling out process at all. The moment this fight started, these two gentlemen were ready to knock each other's heads off.
Right hook attempt, that's a miss. Nice uppercut by the champion.
It won't take many of those.
Oh, there's that huge strike right there. I'm not sure how many more of these his opponent can take.
Massive shot that he landed. Great job.
Oh, big left hook there. Ooh, uppercut lands. Woo. Israel Adesanya, I don't even know what that was, but it certainly looked pretty, DC. This man brings so many different things to the table as a striker, and I would think would be a very difficult guy for his fellow middleweight contenders to prepare for.
Let's go. Push forward and use that low kick.
So 3 minutes have flown off the fight clock there. Adesanya gets caught with that punch. Oh, big knee to the body, man alive! Straight right, he misses. Well, DC, headgear's not allowed, but he has raised the hands, and he's doing a nice job protecting. That is a huge shot right there, DC. You don't want to eat too many more of those.
No, and he needs to start looking to finish now because he's got hurt very bad.
Under a minute to go in our opening round. And now they are throwing both sides with conviction. Superman punch lands. Big power shot there. Seconds winding down in the opening round. That horn sounds means we have reached the end of round one.
Woo. Nice work. Your cardio is sick. I want you to get back out there and push even harder. You can do this.
Well, what a round it was, especially from a striking standpoint. DC, take us through it.
High-level striking. I mean, this is what people come through the doors to see. Two men, stand on a quarter, chest to chest, forehead to forehead, and let it all fly. I'm surprised nobody went out, but it does excite me for the next round.
You ready to fight? Ready.
All right, round two. All right, next round is now underway. I thought there was pretty good back-and-forth action in the previous fight.
Yes, it wasn't a firefight. It wasn't two guys throwing the kitchen sink at each other. But you did see times where they came together and you saw the skill level of these two fighters.
Nice jab there. Adesanya. Oh, you got to keep pressing here. Could be the beginning of the end. Oh, a big left hand.
Oh.
Nice job by the defensive fighter. Oh, just missed on the overhand left. That might have done some damage. Adesanya's nose is bleeding now, so we'll see how he handles that adversity, but what a head kick there as he lands, and maybe time to get the bonus checks ready.
I mean, this fight is about done. He's got him hurt very bad with his head kick. Now he has to find one more strike to end the night.
Stay sharp.
Under 3 minutes now to go in round two. All right, well, he rocked him pretty good, but didn't sort of smell blood in the water, and now his opponent's back in the fight.
I mean, blood's in the water. You got to go get it. You got to go fight.
And now they land the combination.
That punch didn't get through. Great defensive skills on this play.
Well, it looks as though that strike maybe opened up a cut around the eye area.
Yeah, it looks like that strike opened up.
Power shots landing on both sides. And the chins continue to hold up. All right, seems as though his sole focus is attacking that cut, and man, it's getting bad now. A lot of blood flowing.
Yeah, as it should be. Right? He should be focused on getting to that cut, making his opponent pay. He did the work. He opened up the cut. Now it's on him to continue on the path and make the ringside position, come in here and try to stop this fight.
Just out of range with that right hand. Well, he's doing a nice job here blocking these shots. The chin is tucked, the hands are high. Pretty good job defensively thus far.
Great job defensively. He's seeing everything coming.
Israel Adesanya's eye appears to be closing up by the second. 30 seconds to go in round two. Oh, what a chance to get the head kick home, and now his opponent in a world of trouble.
Such a sneaky head kick. He did not recognize it was coming high, and now he's got him hurt bad. Nice block.
2 rounds in the books. All right, so there's the end of the round. Big story in this one now. The cut on the bridge of that nose from that strike. The cut man is in there. Should be able to shut this one and potentially prevent it from being a factor here moving forward. All right, so back to the stools we go. They say defense wins championships, and he has not defended well tonight.
He isn't trying, or at least it doesn't seem like he's trying. He has got to move his head. He's trying to react when the punch is already coming, and that's not working. If he takes many more of these shots, this fight is going to be stopped due to the swelling.
You ready to fight? Ready.
Here we go, 3rd round of this championship fight.
Fast leg kick lands. Fighter blocks the punch.
And now leather being thrown on both sides.
Doing a really good job of using that reach advantage. Connects with a beautiful jab.
Well, this is absolutely the hurt business. It's hard to see which party is more injured, but I think both fighters have been really effective with their strikes in this one.
Yeah, both guys have been affected. Both guys have been beat up. It's a very competitive fight. Let's see who has the heart to carry them through these very tough moments.
Oh, and he tags him with the straight hand there. Beautifully done. Big strike lands.
Big strike lands. Now he looks to try to chase down that finish.
3 minutes to go. Back to his feet. Oh, he's landed a high number of total strikes here in the latter stages of this fight. He's really picked up the pace and landing far more strikes than he did in previous rounds. Well, we may have the best cut men and women in the business, but I'm not sure they're going to be able to do much. He
needs to start looking to finish now because he's got to go very bad.
Oh, with authority to the body.
And you hear, oh!
Yeah, that was just a gorgeous shot to end the fight right there. I'm not even sure the opponent really saw it coming. So back to the drawing board for him. But for the winner, this is certainly exactly what he was looking for here tonight. We go to Bruce Buffer for the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Deans called a stop to this contest at 3 minutes, 8 seconds of the 3rd round, declaring the winner by knockout and still the undisputed USC middleweight champion of the world, Israel, the last style bender, Adesanya.
All right, so as they say, another highlight for the appreciable reel of the middleweight champ, Israel Adesanya, your winner tonight by knockout.
Adesanya is such a powerful guy and such a big guy that when he lands, he can shut your lights off. Tonight, he gets the job done in spectacular fashion.